And we're set for second quarter action at the Robert Highland Court. Class 5 quarterfinals at Lindenwood University. McCluer North, Francis Howell. Francis Howell 27-2, McCluer North 26-3. Well-balanced first quarter. Game started out like a track meet. Lots of hustle. Makai Ray with the ball. Top of the key. Moving the ball around, McCluer North.
There's an alley-oop.
Steve Lee underneath to Butler, and Howell comes away with it, and Matthew Simmons with the ball.
Yeah, they want to fully execute that play. There's a three ball.
Oh, Matthew Shark.
That'll get them back into the game quickly, Todd. Instead of being down by 6, they're only down by 3 now.
7-minute point of the second, 17-14, McCluer North. You watch them move the ball around. There's Butler. Fakes it, kicks it back out.
Great.
And pinballs out. Rebound, Sam Thompson. And back come the Vikings.
It would have been great if Sam could have knocked that down. That would have put him back up by 6. Howell has a chance here to close the gap. There's a 3 ball again. Short. Rebound.
Makai Ray skies again. Just a little guy, but he can get up there and get those rebounds.
They're pushing it, taking them all
away.
Oh!
Clean block right there by Thompson.
It's good defense. They stopped him up at the top of the key. We're going to the rack. There's alley-oop.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
How about
that?
that?
Is, Todd.
Sam Thompson comes down with it. Gets a big block, comes back down. Sam Thompson, 6'9" forward.
And we got a 1-point game, Todd.
6 minutes to go here in the second. 17-16 Stars.
That's a great jab step. 15-footer mid-range, good rebound.
Thompson again on the rebound. He's skying for those rebounds. And Ray, do they call it on Ray?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
That's a good one.
So Dalen Dalton drew one there.
Well, it was a great in and out dribble and caught Ray going one way, and he ran right into him. So the referee had to call it.
He was right in front of him.
Right in front of him.
5:45 to go, 17-16. And the Stars are inbounding the ball. Excuse me, the Vikings.
That's a hard shot.
Yeah,
a hard shot to take. It's off balance, going one way, trying to shoot it back across his body.
Yeah, Schulte was in midair.
Yeah, trying to make the adjustment.
Here's Butler. He kicks it back out. Here's a long bomb right there. Oh, he got it.
That's a 3 ball right there.
Makai Ray, that was an NBA 3.
Yeah, it was.
2016 McCluer North.
It's a great game, Todd. Both teams are playing. They've calmed their nerves down, and they're executing their game plans. Great ball movement by Vikings. Got a fight down there. Nice dribble drive.
Oh, yeah. Matthew Simmons touches it off the glass, cuts it to 2. And then here comes Francis Howell. Turn it over. Bodies flying everywhere. Here comes Dalton off the glass. Tie game, 20 off. 4:44 to go in the second.
That all started with Thompson. He set a screen down on his man that allowed the dribble drive, an easy layup. That allowed them to get the game to a tie game. North is bringing Carlos with the ball. Here we go. It's a dunk, and that's good.
That's a dunk. Patrick Schulte. Patrick Schulte, a timeout on the court, and the Francis Howell contingent is going wild.
And they are excited. This is the first time that their team is taking the lead, 22-20. The momentum has shifted. That was a great timeout call by the North coach because he needed to break that momentum and get his team back under control.
Yeah, I think that was definitely an excellent timeout by head coach Trevor Laney, assisted by Steve Lee, Rashad Lindsay, and Gold Wise. But, you know, it's also an opportunity for the Francis Howell contingent to start their chance. And it looks like we've got our favorite chiropractor in the house, too.
Absolutely. Dr. Hayes
Connie Hayes in the house.
How you doing, Doc?
Doing fantastic. How are you guys doing?
We are fine. It's good to have you in the house with us. You working? Great put back.
Yeah, Evans.
Follow the shot.
He gets it, goes right back up, puts it in. And we're knotted back up at 22 with 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Dalton underneath.
Yeah,
Sims,
he's
he goes
holding.
up. There's a whistle.
Yeah, he's holding him around his waist. So we're going to take that ball out of bounds.
So with 3:40 in the second quarter, checking in, Steve Lee for the Stars. Underneath it's Francis Howell, Patrick Schulte with the ball. He inbounds it up top to Shark. They bring it down underneath the Simmons.
Good defense.
And here's a
three
long one.
ball.
Thompson. Oh, the big man hits a three. 25-22, Francis Howell.
That's a defensive fundamental breakdown. He did not close out on the shooter time and just allowed him to spot up without any defense in his face. And there's an air ball almost, but good hustle on North Park. They got the ball back. They have an opportunity to get another look.
Kai Ray, top of the key. He moves it down over here to Lee. Lee right in front of us.
Yeah, Lee didn't like the defensive hands on him, so he looked at the referee trying to figure out why I didn't call it.
And that one's knocked out of bounds. McCluer North will continue as Butler sets inbound the ball. Butler gets it over to Ray. Ray back to Butler. Butler top of the key, stops, gets it over long, another long bomb. Oh!
No,
This
good
time
rebound.
Thompson comes down with it again, gets it over to Simmons.
Thompson's doing a great job at rebounding. Oh, we're going
Contact there.
Oh, they call a block on that. Wow, okay.
So it's Quentin Hall. Quentin Hall, first personal for the senior center. The Vikings sets inbound the ball. They get it up to the top of the key, up to Dalton. Dalton picked up by Ray. There's a screen. Dalton goes underneath. He dishes
Nice
it off.
dish.
And there's contact and a whistle.
Nice dish.
So Quentin Hall checks into the game and gets two quick fouls. I guess they brought him in there to bang around a little bit and try to block some shots. So at the free throw line, Sam Thompson. Thompson is having a heck of a game with some great rebounds, some slam jams, and a long three-pointer.
Yeah,
And a deft touch from the free throw line.
absolutely.
6'9".
Having himself a good game.
And the Vikings up by 4, 26-22, with 2:31 to go in the first half.
And North is in foul trouble, so we have a one-on-one situation. And the Vikings have 2 fouls to give before they get into the one-on-one, before North gets into the one-on-one.
So Thompson knocks them both down, and Howell takes a 5-point lead, 27-22 with 2:31 to go. And the clock's not, okay, the clock's running. Here comes Ray.
And it's a good move by his coach to take him out and give him some rest going into the half. That's a hard shot to take.
Yeah,
Here comes the horses.
Patrick
Coming the
Evans.
other way. Good defense.
there's faithful. McKay gets it in.
Good ball movement.
Stars moving it around. Maddox in the game. Lee.
Well, they're working the defense from side to side.
Yeah, they're
Sideline
spreading
to
it out.
sideline.
He had a good look right there.
That was.
Back
Gotta
up
be ready
top.
to shoot it.
Ray
the
with a
drive.
runner and up. And over the
Oh,
back.
Over the back. We're going the other way.
Oh, we'll see what
We're
happens.
going the other way.
Sylvan Mosley Mall. Are they calling on him?
Yeah, we're getting ready to shoot free throws.
Yes, sir. His first personal. And that sends the Vikings right back to the free throw line where you pointed out they're in the bonus.
Absolutely. If they don't be careful, they'll be in a double bonus before halftime, and they don't want that.
Schulte with a 1-and-1. 1:32 to go. Francis Howell's really turned this thing up. They've dominated here in the second quarter after a pretty evenly matched first quarter.
They have, and I think, Todd, it'll come down to who executes best. Who is the most patient in taking the best shots that they have, the best open looks in order to put their team in a position to win.
Schulte at the free throw line. And he hits the first. He's got the long blue sleeves. He's going to keep him nice and warm.
Yeah, that one gave his team an 8-point. Now he has a 9-point
Nothing
lead.
but net.
9-point lead to the Vikings.
1:30 to go in the first half. McCluer North down underneath Butler. They wave it off.
It's on the baseline. We're taking that out. He fouled him before the shot. Couldn't get the shot up.
Matt Shark, second personal. And McCluer North, they'll take the ball out underneath the basket. Race down. Yeah, you see cameraman Joe Brown right in front. There's Butler. Oh, he's tripped.
Now we're in the 1-on-1. All right, so North get to recover some points by shooting the ball without any time ticking off Todd, and that's good for them being down by 9 points before they go into the half.
Yeah, I think that foul is on Schulte, but McCluer North definitely wants to chip away on this lead.
Absolutely.
And Butler at the free throw line. And the Howell contingency's giving it to him.
Well, that's good for North. He has 3 fouls, Todd. 3 fouls. So if North is paying attention, if I was North, I'd take it to him coming out in halftime.
Rebound, Shark. Back come the Vikings. 1:15 to go in the second quarter. Here's Simmons. Gets it back over to Dalen Dalton. Picked up by Ray. Over to Simmons. Picked up by Butler. Left-handed dribble. Pulls back. Bounce pass over to Dalton.
Well, North is doing a good job, and they're making them play basketball all the way out here by the half-court mark, and they're putting pressure to force the 5
And
second count.
Howell's taking a page out of McCluer North's
Yes, they are.
end of the first end of the first quarter
They are.
delay. They're like, you want to delay? We'll come right back and do it to you.
Well, they're winning.
Here we got fresh legs.
He's
the
in
game
trouble.
here.
Oh, good look. That was a great look.
How about that? Preston Fortner on the assist. So Preston Fortner, just a sophomore guard in the game. Nice dish off.
Nice 3.
Oh, there's Mackay.
There's another 3.
He hits it. They don't call a foul.
That's the second time that young man has shot that shot in the corner and hit the deck, and they didn't call a foul.
10 seconds. Here come the Vikings. 5 seconds. Simmons puts one up.
It's a long, no good.
It's a long 2 seconds. At the buzzer.
Oh!
They count it.
Oh, it counted.
Dalen
3-point. What a way to go into the half.
36-25 halftime score. And they're going crazy at Lindenwood. Right here, the Howell faithful is going absolutely crazy.
Well, North stopped playing on that. He didn't think there was any more time on the clock, Todd, and he let him shoot that ball without any defense in his face, and that young man knocked it down.
It's halftime. Francis Howell Vikings 36. The McCluer North Stars 25. We'll send it to break, and we'll be back after this. Quarterfinal action, 2019 men's basketball.
What's up, girl? How you doing? Yes. How's the world treating you?
How's the world? Yeah. You know, I want to call it all up because it's all good, right? It's all good. Yeah. All things.
All things work together.
Yeah. That's all.
Awesome.
Francis Howell seems to have everything working on all cylinders.
They do. It took them a minute.
I mean, how many unanswered points did they score?
I don't know. It was a bunch of them.
Huh?
That was 3 right there.
Right.
It had to be a good 10.
They were down by 4.
Right, so we had a swing, so you count them 4, and now they up by 11. So that's a 15-point swing. Yeah, 15-point swing. Absolutely.
And North only scored 3 points that whole time.
Well, they started not being able to get that shot in the basket, and they were holding on to the ball too long because you got to keep them working the ball to make the defense shift in order to open up the lane for them to get into there, and they was just holding on. Because they ain't ready to shoot. They became hesitant. Like, he got a shot here for an inbound pass, but he wasn't ready to shoot the ball. I'm like, dude, you got to shoot that ball.
And then he took that difficult shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't a smart shot.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't change that, they're going to be in trouble.
I think they already are.
They are. But, you know,
Francis Howell got the organized fans.
yeah, they ready to go. They are ready to go. Oh, yeah. All right, so baby girl broke up big toe. Can you put it back in place?
I heard she was concussed. I saw that part.
At school, doing something in class and ran and hit something and broke it.
How you break your big toe? How did you break your big toe? I bet it was painful. That was painful, wasn't it?
They're not making no good cuts. Now they ain't making no cuts. They ain't said no screens in the zone.
What shoes on? That's what I figured. I figured she must have been without shoes because there's no other way. That's why I asked that question. Yeah.
She never told me. She didn't have
Yeah, you gotta pull that out. You gotta pull that out.
They gotta literally take their time. They gonna try to foul him.
Yeah, you get that toe back in line. It's a
Oh
little
my
crooked.
God. Didn't they set it?
Nah,
They set it? They didn't
nah,
do anything to
Doc
it?
just said it was broken. She said it.
To be honest,
Yeah, you said it.
fans right here,
You gotta, how long has it been? 3 weeks? How long? A week? Month? That's it? Oh, okay. And when do you take the boot off? Just at night?
Yeah, we got it from a friend. We got it from a friend. We didn't get it from the doctor.
Okay. All right, I didn't know what the instructions on the boot were.
Nah, we just got it from because it was hurting her bad to walk on it.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
So we need you to work on baby girl.
Well, what I'll do is, I'll get you, because time is the only thing that's going to heal that. So you just got to accelerate the time. You
Toe
gotta-
crooked.
Yeah, I know you don't want that toe crooked.
She a mama.
I know. So what we'll do is I'll look at it, we'll reset it, I'll give you, I have a little laser, and I'll give it to you so she can use it on the daily. That way she don't need to see me every day, but I'll instruct her on how to use the laser, and she's going to use it to heal that toe fast, and then supplements to heal the toe faster.
they bring the middle high up.
Oh, okay.
Middle high up. Where the next? What's
I read something that says chiropractic care helps with concussions.
It does.
All right, we need to get her healed.
Yeah. What has she been doing since the concussion?
Nothing. We take aspirin, but
Oh, no. So, there's an app that she can use. Because she's passed for like 7 days, right?
oh yeah, we're 3 weeks in.
So, she needs to research. There's a couple of apps that she can use. They're brain game apps to exercise her brain. Because the thing with women is women have a tendency to have more severe concussions, meaning more residual effects than the
We
men.
can't do that. It's definitely been bothering.
Huh?
It's been bothering.
Yeah. So she's got to exercise her brain. So she still has some I'm good to go now. I look official, don't I?
I'm saying we gotta knock it down. The time fucking winner.
Oh, you are? What are we going to talk about?
Put him in the game.
Your business. I didn't
Talk about something else? Do you guys have any information on the players? Do you have any information on the players? Like this kid's wearing a
Yeah, just go to STL.
That's me.
Well, we're using the one. I mean, you can look off ours if you want.
Oh, I was really wanting to find out injuries so we could talk about specific players.
Well, we can talk about them, right? We can talk about what happens when you cuss, or those are things that we just got to talk about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can talk about that. I don't mind having a regular three-way conversation. I like that.
Yes.
She can't hear us. Todd. She can't hear us.
Not through here, I can't. Like, can you guys hear me? You can't hear me?
And welcome back to Lindenwood University, home of the 2019 Class 5 quarterfinals. McCluer North versus Francis Howell. What a first half. The Vikings up 36-25, and joining us here at halftime is Dr. Connie Hayes. And Connie is an outstanding chiropractor here in the St. Louis region. And, you know, Connie, heck of a game out here today. And, you know, what type of things can a chiropractor do to keep these kids in shape and, you know, and keep their muscles and things in shape?
Well, there's plenty of things that we can do. Is that good? Am I good? There's plenty of things we can do to help these guys bring their A game. Mostly, mostly basketball players are gonna get. Is it on? Am I good? I got to be right here. I just got to be in it. All right.
Own it.
There we go. I got to love on the mic. Is that what you're telling me? I can do that. Ankle injuries. You know, ankle injuries are what we sustain the most. Believe it or not, what a chiropractor can do is keep the spine aligned, keep the hips adjusted. The hips are what's key, because hips are my base. Big Ben in the middle there. I'm sorry, Sam, Big Sam in the middle.
Sam Thompson.
He's got to have solid hips so he can do all the things that he does with those long limbs. So we take care of ankle injuries by taking care of hips and keeping you balanced.
And calisthenics and stretching has got to be imperative.
Yep, but it's got to be functional. It's got to be functional.
All right, back to second half action here. Take a look at, there's a long bomb. Take a look at the halftime. Makai Ray, 3 for 3 from three-pointers with 9 points. Atavian Butler with 7 points. For Francis Howell, Matthew Simmons, 10 points. Thompson, 7, and Dalen Dalton, 5. And then we remain 36-25, 11-point lead with 7:25 to go.
Well, Todd, North just blew 2 shots down there on the other end, layups. And they cannot afford to keep missing shots. They're going to put the ball in the basket because the Vikings are putting the ball in the basket. They
and
just
Schulte with a three-pointer right there.
Shot. That's right.
That puts them up 14. And then the Stars come right back. Cut it to 12. Bodies hitting the ground. Francis Howell moving it around. Here's a long one. Goes up. Simmons with a rebound. It looks like Butler over the back. Butler does not like that one. He wants that one back.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that either if I was him, Ty, because he had a nice little tip to knock the ball out of the player's hands, and then this player gets nailed down here, and they don't make that call.
Schulte with the inbound. Gets it over to Shark. Back to Shark. And here's Schulte.
Nice step. Nice step through. He took his time, maintained his pivot flick, stepped through, knocked that shot down for a three-point attempt.
Schulte hits that one. Now the score 42-27 with 6:45 to go in the in the third quarter. McCluer moving the ball around.
There we go. They need that.
Ball goes in.
Well, they got to keep forcing the ball in to get easy baskets and to go to the free throw line and get more points without that clock running. Right now, the clock is not their friend, Todd. It is not their friend. They got to stop and score.
And Butler misses it. And this is the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by Fit for Life. We got Dr. Connie Hayes in the house here with us. She'll be chiming in from time to time. We always enjoy the Bommarito group and Live for Life.
They got to finish.
Fit for life.
This shot. Gotta
Oh!
finish. There you go.
There's one right there. That one goes Sylvan Mosley Mull.
Oh, yes.
And they cut it to 11.
It's good defense. We got a timeout called by the coach to bail his player out. He was in that corner over there trapped, and he was in trouble.
I would like to thank the folks over at Fit for Life. Fit for Life does such a great job, and it all ties in together. You know, Fit for Life, fitness, and, you know, Dr. Connie Hayes and the Bommarito Prep Zone. It all kind of has a symbiotic relationship. You know, it's all about staying healthy, being athletic, and you know, maximizing your potential.
Well, Dr. Hayes, that young man coming down in the first few minutes of the quarter, the big boy hit him and laid him out on the court. I'm sure from a contact like that, there's got to be some disalignment when that happens.
Well, certainly there is, and also possibly, I hate to say concussion, possibly concussion.
Yeah, he got nailed pretty good. If I was the coach, I'd be pretty upset about that no call.
Yeah, I was over at the scorer's table at halftime checking some things, and apparently there was some contact, and one of the players was bleeding, and there was some blood on the uniform.
The refs have got to be able to get those calls. They can't let it all go. Certainly you want the teams to play, but you got to call the contact fouls.
Here's Simmons.
That's a good defense by Nora.
Yeah, Butler's just all over him. He's on him like a glue. Back over here to Schulte, puts one up from long range.
That was nice. That was nice.
And that was a three-pointer. Bommarito Prep Zone three-pointer.
See, they got to move the ball. They're taking too long to get the ball around to the. Oh, it's a wall. Keep going the other way.
You know, Evans over to Butler down underneath. Yeah, they're kind of Sylvan Mosley Mull.
You got to be mentally prepared.
Absolutely, and you got to maintain your composure under pressure. You have got to keep ball movement and player movement and know that the opening will happen as long as you keep working the ball around. It's when they become impatient that they make not good decisions.
I'm Todd Blackstock. That's Misha Morrow. Dr. Connie Hayes sitting in with us. Here's another three by Schulte. He bangs it. Another one. 48-31 as Francis Howell taking over this game.
Yeah, Dalton is getting ready. Oh.
And there's a block. Evans goes back. He tries to put one up. And this Sam Thompson is just having a game.
Schulte is feeling it right now. He is draining those open looks. And if they don't close out on him as a shooter, he is going to shoot them out of the gym, Todd.
So they're calling the foul on Thompson. And at the free throw line is Patrick Evans. Down 17. Evans really needs to make these. Nothing but net in the first one. Cuts it to 16 with 4:45 to go in the third.
I think what a lot of times young have enough time to get back into the game. You just have to play smart, play within yourself, and you have to get stops. You have to do the little things, box out, rebound, defend well, and then when you have an open look, you got to be able to put that down. So now they're adding pressure, but they got to stop the ball. That's a good stop.
15-point lead.
Now they just got to communicate. Call off the screen. He's too deep in the paint.
Here's Dalton, pitches it over another, a little bit short on that one. Three-pointer. (50-33). Francis Howell, they're at the century mark, half-century mark. That one pinballs out. Rebound, Shark. Gets it over to Simmons. Here comes Simmons. Simmons kicks it back out, up to Dalton.
Well, he never stopped the ball. He's riding alongside of the man. That's not defense when you're riding alongside.
Oh, he bumps into Butler, and they call him on the walk. They call him on the travel. Dalton doesn't want to give the ball up. And he's not going to give the ball up. He could get a T for that.
Yeah, that's a warning. The referee has to warn him on that.
You know,
That is unsportsmanlike.
he dropped it. He didn't do it flagrantly, but that was borderline. You know, you don't want to get a technical foul when you're up by 15.
Well, that's called. I'm not happy with that call, and I'm going to show you that I'm not happy with it.
All right, the Stars moving it around, trying to get back in this. There's Butler.
There you go.
See, Butler, that's something that might have inspired Butler right there, because he's like, man, and all of a sudden you do a little something like that, and you can get somebody fired up,
That's
light a
right.
fire.
You're right, Ty.
So
You're right.
Dalton could have lit a fire. Oh, they're moving it around right here. Oh, nothing doing there. Sam Maddox.
That's a good try, but he needs to get the ball up. He got three people trapping him in the backcourt. Why is he dribbling? Find the open play. That's a nice pass. Good block. Stays here.
That was a good block by Shark. That time it was all ball.
The young man needed to realize that he had three defender players defending him in the backcourt. That means that he has numbers in the front court. Hard shot. But
Wow. That one made it in. It was Steve Lee. So, Misha, tell us a little bit about your basketball background.
Well, I was fortunate. I was fortunate to play basketball for Lincoln Tigerettes, the legendary Tigerettes, and playing basketball there and having great coaches that trained me in the fundamentals and teaching me how to be mentally tough. That opened up the door for me to play basketball at the University of Kansas on a scholarship for a ride for the legendary Marion Washington. And
You play for the Jayhawks.
I am a Jayhawker to the day
Rock
I
chalk.
die.
Rock chalk. Well, I tell you, one of the best programs in college basketball history.
Absolutely, and you haven't seen a game till you go to the Fog, Allen, and experience the Fog. You got to go and see a game in the Jayhawk house.
Very nicely done. So what were you, a guard, forward?
I was a guard, so I played all positions except for a center. So, you know, coach needed to run me down and post me up on some people I could do that. Oh,
How about
nice
that?
free ball. There we go. Now we're down. We were only down by 10. Now
Aaron Daniels.
back in the game.
Aaron Daniels. So they erase a 17-point lead, get it down to 10, and it's a ball game again, Misha.
I told you all you got to do is take time. You just got to take your time. You just got to take your time and don't force it. Vikings is playing smart here. They're pulling them out so they can. That was a good block.
And it seems, Misha, that, you know, the Stars have had the momentum ever since the warning.
Yeah, they had. I knew that you have to come out in the third quarter when you're down, and you have to shift the game into your favor.
Missed
He
shot
needs to
there.
outlet. He needs to push it. He needs to look for it. He needs to kick the ball. There you go. Kick it. Kick it. Kick it and move the ball, son. There you go. Long ball shot. Not ready.
Oh! Patrick Evans Jr.
Oh!
And it's a 7-point game, and now Francis Howell calls a timeout because the momentum has switched in the other direction. And I know that non-call irritated you a little bit, Misha, but it certainly motivated the McCluer Stars. McCluer North.
It absolutely does. It's the little things that shift games.
Just the little things.
It's just, and players don't recognize that. They don't think that this little thing is going to have a great impact, but it really does. And then North started picking up full court pressure. Defensive pressure changes the flow of the game. And if you don't recognize that, you'll see yourself losing the lead that you have just because the other team has put pressure and you stop executing at the level that you were executing before that happened. What you got to say about that, Doc?
So 2:11 to go here. .211 to go here in the third quarter. And the Vikings up at one time 17 points. Now they're only up 7. And we're really in store for a barn burner in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, it was a 17-point lead coming out of the half. 17-point lead. This should be proof to every young person playing that you can work yourself back into the game no matter how far down you are.
Francis Howell inbounds the ball.
And we got full court pressure again. And
Preston
they put the ball
Porter.
in the sophomore hand. That's a lot of confidence for Francis Howell to put that ball in that young man's hand.
Especially with all the momentum going to McCluer North right now.
Absolutely. Usually you don't put the ball in the young man's hand in a game of this type of pressure.
Maybe they're showing something to the other players. Here's Simmons from a long bomb. Oh, pinball's
nice.
in. And that puts Howell back up by 10 with 1:35 to go in the third.
Move the ball. There you go. That's basketball right there. One-on-one, baby. Dribble, drive, and kick. Find the open cutter and knock it down. We're going to the free throw line, Todd.
So that's Butler right there. Looks like that foul was on Dalton. Butler going for the three. Oh, he misses it.
Missed it. Oh, but they got the ball bounced in their favor.
He drains it. Unbelievable. Evans Jr.
Evans has got ice in his veins right now, Todd. He's knocking down the pressure. 3-ball shots.
Then just a 5-point game, and the Howell crowd is stunned.
With a minute and 10 seconds left, North is right back in this game.
It's going to be a great fourth quarter.
Yes, it is. We got a pick. We got through it.
Simmons.
Kick.
Air ball.
We're going the other way. Oh, no. Good rebound.
It falls for Shark.
That's a good putback. Good putback by Shark.
45 seconds to go here in the third. 7-point Vikings lead. McCluer slowing it down. They want to get the last shot of the third quarter.
Well, the Vikings needed that to help keep the momentum in their favor. That's a short shot. We're going the other way. Got to suck the ball. Push.
There's a collision right there.
Yeah, well, you got to get that because they missed that one at the free throw line the last time. So that's a good call by the referee. Got to get that call. It's a good foul. If he hadn't fouled him, he's going to score that layup. And we're
Yeah,
going
the
to be
foul
back
is
up by 9.
Sylvan Mosley Mull with the foul. Checking in for Francis Howell is Chase Engelhard, the 6'5 junior forward. They're giving some of the starters a rest late here in the third quarter. Dalton with the ball up top. He's looking for Schulte. Now he's got Simmons, picked up by Butler.
15 seconds left.
All right, we're going to wait till the 10 spot. Here we go, Schulte, top of the key. We're at 8 seconds. We're at 7. We're at 5.
Travel, turnover. 4.4 seconds.
Oh,
left.
they call it.
Shot off.
They call it a walk.
Yeah, he drew up that pivot foot, tried to jump stop. He was going too fast. The defense closed out on him and caused him to turn that ball over.
So Ryan Olwig checks into the game. 5'10 senior guard. So he gets the minutes in a quarterfinal game. Pretty special. Almost gets a foul.
Nice
1
take.
second.
Oh, almost.
And at the end of 3, it's the Francis Howell Vikings 55. McCluer North Stars 48. It's the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fit for Life and Dr. Connie Hayes.
All right, so does McCluer North have enough to finish this fourth quarter, bring it strong?
I think they have enough. They're going to have to execute on every level. If they don't execute, If they don't execute, they're not going to be able to close the gap and win this game. If Evans stays hot and they keep ball rotation and he's able to get an open look and knock that down, he can cut that lead down in the blink of an eye, and then they could be right at a tie game or maybe up by a couple of points. But they are going to have to be able to maintain that in order to win this game.
And welcome back to Highland Arena. We're at Lindenwood University for the Class 5 quarterfinal action. It's fourth quarter time. I'm Todd Blackstock along with former Kansas Jayhawks star Misha Morrow. And Misha, we're set for the fourth quarter right now. And I tell you what would the Kansas Jayhawks do in this position going into the fourth quarter?
Well, actually coming out in this possession, they had a great ball movement. They rotated the ball to the top of the key, and he was able to get a dish down to the big man, but the big man bobbled the ball. He's got to catch the ball, Todd. He's got to catch it and put it in, but the ball broke for him, and now they're at the line to close this 7-point gap.
At the free throw line, Steve Lee hits the first. And the Vikings are up by 6. I tell you, you don't expect anything else from quarterfinal action.
Absolutely not. It's a great game, and they can put this game within 5. Oh, no, it's a three-point foul on a three-point shot? Wow.
This could cut it to 4, which would be unbelievable since Francis Howell was up by 17 just a little while ago.
Well, the Doc acts at the end of their quarter. Can North pull it in, and they are pulling it in, Doc. They pulling it in.
They're pulling it in, and there was a spark lit. Here comes Schulte. Picks it back up to Dalton. Dalton, long bomb.
You cannot watch the shooter shoot. You cannot watch the shooter shoot. You have to close out on the shooter. He looked at him, and the shooter spotted up.
Dalton coming back right there. He needed that.
Put the
And
game
Francis,
right back up to 7.
There's Butler, almost throws it away.
Can't be careless with the ball when you're down. Rotate the ball. Just rotate it. Rotate it. Keep moving it.
There's
There
Ray.
it is. That's a great closeout. It's kick
Oh,
ball.
it hits his foot.
That's a
So
kick.
McCluer North will get the inbound ball with 7:01 to go here in the fourth quarter. An exciting game here at Lindenwood University.
I'm looking at North. They're looking a little gas tied. I'm looking at them breathing hard, which means now they're not going to have a lot of player movement. But it's smart on the guard's part to keep attacking the bigs so that they can get a stop and go to the free throw line and score again without without time coming off the board. We're at 6:58 and they're down by 7. If he knocks these down, they're down by 5. I don't know if North can sustain full court pressure for the next 7 minutes because they're looking a little gas. Coach may want to pull them back to the three-quarter point or to the half-court mark.
Butler.
So this speaks to the point of conditioning.
Butler misses that one. And late in the third quarter, Vikings head coach Kurt Jacob he had some substitutions. He was bringing some guys off the bench to buy a little bit of a rest for his starters.
Well, you have to. It's the end of the season. They've played over 20-something games, and their bodies are a little worn. So you have to have fresh legs if you're going to win in the playoff season. That's a good turnover.
This is actually their 30th game today.
Yeah, that's a lot of wear and tear on the legs.
Howell 27-2. McCluer 26-3. 6-point game with 6:39 to go.
But see, this is what happens when you get tired. You start making mental mistakes. That young man just threw the ball. He didn't see his teammate. He just threw it out there because he saw somebody in the vicinity. They don't have to rush. They can get back in the game. They're only down by, 6 points?
Here's Dalen Dalton. Francis Howell moving the ball around. Fortner in the game. And here's the throwing up and in, Matthew Sharp.
What a great pump fake to get the defender up off his feet and then jump into him and finish. That is a great finish and a great presence of mind by that young man. Number 33.
All right, let's take a look at the replay.
Sharp.
And Shark at the free throw line, the junior, 6'4". Trying to put the Vikings up by 9. Doesn't happen. McCluer North with the ball. Makai Ray gets it over to Evans Jr. Left-handed dribble, picked up by Fortner. Fortner's seen a lot of minutes late in this game.
I don't know, they're wasting a lot of time right now.
And a steal. And are they going to call it on Simmons? Did he pick his pocket?
I don't know what happened right there. It looked like he did pick the ball. But if I'm North's coach and my man Evans was knocking down 3 points like that, I'd rotate, find him in the corner, find him at the top, rotate the ball so he can get an open look at the shot.
There's a long one there by Ray.
Spin.
And Fortner comes down with it, but he hits. Oh, they give it to Howell. He comes down.
Well, North at the 5:48 mark is going to pick up full court. We got to see if this pressure. Oh, looks like
seems
it
to
turned
work.
on.
Oh, Howell saves it somehow.
That's not the ball.
Dalton up left-handed. Oh, he went up and it was kind of almost like a hot dog move there. I think he should have. I think he showboated just a little bit too much.
Well, he's feeling this team is up and he feels like they have control of the game and they're going to win the game. So when you do that, you feel a little cocky sometimes, but sometimes they can come back and bite you.
Well, you know what though? He did go in there and draw the foul. That's what he wanted to do. And so you got Dalen Dalton, the senior guard, lefty. He just knocks that one down.
Yeah, Butler shouldn't have played him. He should have ran out and ran around him and made him have to adjust that shot instead of riding alongside of him. A lot of the defensive players get in trouble when they think they're playing defense riding alongside of a dribble.
Back up by 10, so Dalton comes back and he kind of helped inspire McCluer North. Now he's trying to stop the bleeding.
They've got to rotate the ball and look for the open shot.
Butler's out of the game.
There it is.
Butler's out of the game, catching a breather. There's another rolling shot right there by Patrick Evans.
Evans is hitting the last 3 shots that he's taken. I'm putting the ball in Evans' hands. I'm finding him if I'm on North's team.
He's hot.
Got to cut the dribble off. Okay.
Here's Dalton.
See, he's got to defend that. There's no way he get the ball from this sideline to the other, and he does not defend that. That should be a steal going the other way.
There's Fortner. Fortner, is he going to go? No. He dishes off to the big man.
Oh, that was nice.
Unselfish play.
By the sophomore.
Sam Thompson.
Fortner.
I'd say it's Sam Thompson, the big man, but that was unselfish play by Fortner.
That was not a wise foul by the Vikings. You up by 10. You don't need to foul that, man. Just play defense and go rebound.
Make him earn it. All right, folks, it's the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fit for Life. And Dr. Connie Hayes, the chiropractor, is sitting in with us here, kind of taking in the action. You know, they might, the way these bodies are hitting the court, she might have to go out there and give someone an adjustment. In-game adjustments are a thing that's going on in professional sports and collegiate right now. You know, a lot of teams, they've got chiropractors now on staff. That was unheard of 30 years ago.
In today's sport, a chiropractor is necessary. We're just a necessary part of the team.
I remember St. Louis-based agent Harold Lewis started bringing in chiropractors. Dr. Rich Culligan.
Smart man.
And they brought him in when the Rams came to St. Louis. He had a handful of players: Ryan McNeil, Toby Wright, Mike Jones, and he started Ryan McNeil. He started bringing them to Westport chiropractors. And it was close to Rams Park, and it was kind of like cutting edge at the time. And since then, it's become mainstream.
Yeah, it's very much mainstream. You'll find chiropractors working in high school sports, collegiate, as well as professional sports. I wanted to speak real briefly to postseason and postseason conditioning. And not just that a chiropractor is necessary for adjustments, but we're necessary to make that athlete a better athlete so that they can get through the postseason, because that's where the rubber meets the road.
When I go to the chiropractor, I always like the different kind of stretches they put me on, because those are different kind of stretches than you do in normal calisthenics.
Well, I can make you taller with just an adjustment.
Can you make I just got a new suit, and my left arm is 2 inches shorter than my right because I took a fall on a snowmobile.
Definitely you have some type of imbalance that I can help you with.
So, Doc, I got a question for you then. What can some of the things the teams can do to help their teams be conditioned well for the end of the season?
Start in the off season, doing simple things like making sure that the athlete can move functionally. That is.
Hey, Sam
I've seen so many athletes that can't even perform a simple functional squat.
That makes sense, Doc. That makes sense.
10-point Vikings lead. Here come the Stars moving it around. Here's a long one. There's another one right there. Wow. Steve Lee. And that cut it to 7 with just over 4 minutes to go. Makai Ray right there hits the ground, hits the court.
All Ray had to do was watch the ball. He didn't have to have contact with the offensive dribble. He lost control of the ball. All he had to do was go for the ball because it was coming right to him, and then we're going the other way. But instead, we're on the line shooting a 1-on-1, and both teams are in the bonus now, so we're going to the free throw line on every 5.
Matt Thompson misses that one.
That hurt. They need to knock down these free throws.
No, I don't see how you call a foul right there. I mean, he was just touching the ball.
Well, as he kept pivoting, the defensive player's arm got wrapped around his, so he's got to call that foul.
So you can kind of draw that. He drew
Absolutely.
that one.
Absolutely. That's a smart play by the offensive player, by Evans.
All right, McCluer North. Patrick Evans trying to chip into this 7-point lead with 3:56 to go. Oh, he misses it. They needed that one.
Well, what happens is when you spin your hand to the right or the left, that causes the ball to rotate and the rim's out.
Now we got some gamesmanship going
We
on
got to
right
have
here.
a 5-second count going on. Okay, there it
He
is.
finally got across the timeline. Shark with the ball. Gets over to Thompson. Back to Schulte.
See, he's got to deny this pass coming back to this player. So he takes that option away. Say, now there it is.
He threw it away.
Exactly. If you take the option away where he can't come back, then he's got to figure out what he's going to do over here, and he didn't have any place to go. That was a good defensive stop by McCluer North.
Good look there, Misha.
Now they got to score.
Former Jayhawk all over it.
Nice pass.
Butler's back in the game, misses this one, and this is going to be a jump ball.
It's going the other way. Vikings get the ball.
3:10 to go. 66-59. Francis Howell.
If North keeps playing defense the way they just played in the possession, they'll keep giving themselves opportunities to come back down and score. You cannot allow the offensive team to do whatever they will and just throw the ball back and forth. It wears the defense out.
3:10's a lot of time left. Here's Dalton. Let's see if he brings it up
For
straight
a
this
7
time.
point, they got to stop the ball. Got to stop the ball.
All right, so Howell seems to be slowing things down here. We try to run some time out. 3 minutes left.
But you got to deny this pass. You cannot allow them to there you go.
Schulte to Mannix. Oh, back to Schulte again.
That was a wonderful backdoor cut. They got caught and didn't switch. And he got wide open on the backdoor court, and his guard was able to find him. Great play by the Vikings. Shoot the ball, shoot it. It's a three-pointer.
Oh, he got it. Right there, Stephen Lee. Oh, and that cuts it to a 6-point game with 2:28 to go. We'll keep it right here in the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by Fit for Life and Dr. Connie Hayes, Chiropractic. Woo. I tell you what, these games will wear you out.
This is what playoff basketball is all about.
So it was a timeout right now, 2:28. This is an opportunity for the players to get a little bit of rest right now, and the coaches to draw up some schemes and some plays and, kind of guide these kids into the last couple minutes of this exciting quarterfinal state matchup.
Well, North can't have a defensive breakdown like they had on the last possession where they did not make the switch and the man got open in the back door for an easy layup and there was no defensive help. They've got to communicate so that they know who's going where. If they're switching, they got to call the switch. If they're staying, they got to call that so that they can stay with the offensive player and not give up an easy shot.
Francis Howell continued standing quietly.
They're a little nervous, Todd.
They're up by 17, the anticipation right now.
They're a little nervous. They know they have a lead, but they feel the pressure.
You can
from
see
North.
this thing slipping away.
Yeah.
Looks like there's some water or some kind of liquid on the court in front of the McCluer bench.
Well, that's good. That gives them more time to get some more breathers in. That's a good thing for North.
Dr. Hayes, how much time, turnaround time do you need when lactic acid's building up after a couple of games? What do you need to do? Hot bath, stretching, shower, rest, lots of fluids?
First thing you need to do is eat for recovery. You can do protein. Protein is the best recovery you can do. Protein shake right after this game. That's where it starts.
Now we'll get the ball rolling. All right, well, the Vikings have the ball rolling right now. There's Schulte. Schulte between the legs dribble. Back to Dalton. Pressure's on. That's Ray in Dalton's face.
You see they're defending well, but they got to take away the next pass. There's the backdoor screen. Okay, they called it a read. There we go.
There's Ray just picked his pocket.
He's got to score. We're going the other way.
No
Got to
foul.
stop the ball. Got to get a stop. 4-point game.
4-point game, 1:45 to go. Dalton with the ball. It's unraveling for the Vikings right now.
Oh my goodness. He called a foul on that one. He called hold. Oh my goodness. That was good defensive pressure by North. Oh my God. And Evans fouled out.
Oh, that's huge for
That
McCluer.
is huge for the Vikings. Because Evans was the one that was scoring, that was keeping them in the game.
Oh, and he's getting a farewell by the Francis Howell crowd. It's only a 4-point game, Misha.
Well, somebody's going to have to step up because Evans was putting the ball in the basket for him here in these last few possessions. Somebody's going to have to step up and take Evans' place.
What about Mecky Ray right there with a pickpocket?
It was a great defensive pressure.
Maddox, the sophomore guard, makes it a 5-point game. And checking back into the game is Simmons. Checking out the big man, Sam Thompson. Maddox, the sophomore, off the bench. Crucial situation here. He hits them both. 6-point lead, 70-64, 1:40 to go.
Well, we're going to the line. He forced the foul. He got hand check on the baseline, so now we got a 1-1. Has an opportunity to score. Again, once again, without any time coming off the clock.
So nice substitution there. You put the big man, the 6'9" forward, Sam Thompson, back in there underneath. And you got Butler at the line for McCluer North. Swoosh. 5-point game. And Butler tries to narrow it down. Butler hits them both, and it's a 4-point game. Tremendous pressure right now. Here's Schulte with the ball. He's looking.
That was an opportunity for a steal. They've got to be on the ball. North needed to tell their defender players to let that sophomore put the ball in his hand and put pressure on him, because he's the youngest kid out here on the court, and he's not used to this type of pressure. You don't want it in the seniors' hands. You want it in the young people's hands so you can put pressure and make them turn it over.
All right, here's Dalton. All the Vikings are defending their goal.
You don't want the ball in Dalton's hands.
Dalton missed that one.
That's another opportunity for North. We're at a minute 25 seconds. They got to move the ball in and attack.
It's a 4-point game. That was a huge
There
miss.
you go. You got to put it up.
Oh!
Long ball. You don't necessarily have to hit a three. You just got to keep attacking. Great attack.
Offensive rebound. McCluer North continues to get the rebounds, and they continue to miss the shots. Shark with a huge rebound. 1:03 to go.
Listen, all they had to do was dribble, drive, and drive the foul. Get the contact, stop the clock, go back to the free throw line. They would have been in a double bonus, shoot 2 shots.
You know, it seemed like they got a little ahead of themselves. They just kept firing up those bombs. This is huge right now for Francis Howell. You got Matthew Shark at the free throw line.
It's hard to hit a 3 ball at the end of the game when your legs are gone.
Oh, Shark too short on that one. You can see the fatigue on both sides.
The fatigue is playing a factor. We got a minute and 3 seconds left. That's why you need to attack the basket.
Shark hits the second 5-point game. Timeout in the corner of the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Fit for Life. Dr. Connie Hayes, chiropractic. Dr. Hayes, if someone needs to see a chiropractor, what number should they call?
They can call me at Fit for Life Sports and Rehab, 314-532-0957.
All right, you can do all kinds of things. You don't have to be, athletes are really clamoring to chiropractors, but even office workers, you know, they've got to sit in a chair all day. And people like that, you know, they get, things wrong by not moving around enough, by not stretching. People get in car wrecks, they hurt their backs, all kinds of daily things. So anybody can use a chiropractor.
Yep, that's true.
Shortly after the game, we'll be doing our Fit for Life Player of the Game. It's still right now, it's up for grabs. I've got a couple people in mind, Misha, and I'm sure you do too. A lot of it depends on if Howell can hold on. I mean, McCluer North pretty much, I thought, dominated in sort of an evenly matched first quarter. Then Howell took over, but in this fourth quarter, it's been fast and furious.
Absolutely, hopefully a road ball. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Smart play by Mackay.
He's got to be in this 1
1 minute.
He should have attacked him. He should have attacked the freshman. The sophomore.
All right, the Stars wasting time. Here's a 3.
Oh, yeah.
He misses it. And Howell comes up with it, but it's stolen by the Stars and a whistle. 44.9 seconds left.
Balls on 32, Sam Thompson.
So Thompson with the foul. And that's Thompson's 4th foul. So if this game goes into OT, that could be a huge factor. There's Stephen Lee.
Lee's got to knock these down, Todd. There
Lee under pressure, the senior. 4-point game
Lee has an opportunity to make it a three-point game. They're going to have to put pressure on the ball. They got to keep the ball out of Vikings' #1 hand. Oh! Rimmed out on. He's got to
Schulte with the rebound. 40 seconds left. Here he
got to
comes.
drop that right there.
Left-handed
But
dribble.
he cannot give that ball back to him. That's who
That
he
got the
can't get
Dalton.
the ball back to.
Oh, they fouled Dalton. They had to. 32 seconds left. See, they're going to put Dalton on the line with a 4-point lead.
The man that was checking Dalton, he is not the man to go over there to the trap. You want to keep the ball out of Dalton's hand. He's the point guard. He's the general. He's the one that's running the offense here. You want to trap that guy with another big or another player, a defensive player that's not on the point guard. And Dalton's knocking it down.
5-point lead with that one. And this one comes out. Then the Stars still have a chance with 30 seconds left. Down 5.
He's got to
Butler
knock that down.
kicking it out. Surprised he didn't shoot it. Butler up, and it's blocked.
There you go. There you go. There you go. You got to keep putting pressure on the defense. You have to keep putting pressure on the defense.
22.8 seconds left.
And he just fouled out. That's big. Thompson's gone. That's big for North. They don't have anybody down there to defend the rim now. They got to keep pushing the ball down. Vikings throw to make the foul. They got to make the free throws if they have a hope to win this game, Todd.
Octavian Butler averaging 20 points a game.
This game is nowhere near over. It's not over.
He's a 64% free throw shooter.
He's
And he
got to make
missed
it.
it.
He's got to make the free throw. They cannot let Dalton get the ball in their hands. Ray has got to stay. He's got a shadow. He
Missed
missed
them
both
both.
of them. Oh my goodness.
And the sophomore Fortner with a rebound. And with 20.5 seconds left, they're going to put him on the free throw line. Still a 5-point game. It should be 3.
Well, that's good because I want to put the young people on the line if I'm North. I want to put Fortner or the other young man, number 23, Maddox. I want to put either one of them on the line if I had an opportunity to do so.
Preston Fortner. Oh! The sophomore with ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins. He's saying he's ready for the big showtime. A 6-point lead to Vikings with 20.5 seconds left in the game.
Oh, this one pinballs out. North with a glimpse. Down 6. Makai Ray. Shades of Tyus Edney there. Now a 4-point game with 14.4 seconds to go.
Well, they're going to have to get a stop. They're going to have to get a stop. They got to face guard whoever's coming to the ball. They can't allow the long-range bomb pass down on the other end. They're going to have to get a 5-second count here. Get the ball back up under their basket and run their inbounds play for a score and a foul to go to the free throw line and cut this game down to 2. We'll see what North does when they come out of this timeout. So, Doc, what would you say, whoever wins this game, what would you say that they need to do to be ready for state finals? What do they need to do with their body? You talked about eating protein to replenish. What else do they need to do to put their bodies in the best position to be able to compete for the state championship?
Okay. So, yeah, protein is important because we got to get recovery. And a good old-fashioned ice bath or cryo chamber. And they'll be brand new.
14 seconds left. Schulte inbounding the ball. He's got nobody guarding him. He can't find anyone. He has to take a timeout.
It's great defense, but they have to have that. They have to have that. Now the question is, how many more timeouts does each team have? Because if they force that again, they're going to be running out of timeouts here. We're going to get a 5-second count if they're able to maintain that defensive pressure.
Some great camera shots there by our crew. Here with Omni Sports. 14.4 seconds. It's time to get the
let
inbound.
Dalton get the ball.
And they fouled Dalton.
Now he missed the last free throw. Let's see what he does here. But even so, they got to go 94 feet to score with 12.4 seconds left.
This is going to be tough. If he hits one of these, this could be the dagger.
Into the Stars. Number 4, Leonard Davey.
Check in from McCluer North. Leonard Davey. Also, you got the left-hander, Dalen Dalton, the senior, the point guard.
And they
the
just,
engine.
McCluer North just lost Ray. He just fouled out of the game, and that was big for them.
And Dalton just missed the first. He's got to hit this one. And he does. 5-point game, 12.4 seconds left. Here's a 3. 7 seconds left. 5. Here's another 3. Off the glass.
Game's over. It's a done deal. Vikings is going to state.
Half a second left. It's all in the books right now. 74-69.5 of a second. After this free throw, I'm going to turn it over to Misha and Connie, and I'll be back in a moment with our Prep Zone Fit for Life player of the game. Schulte at the free throw line. Francis Howell set to explode. A huge contingent. And this they're standing in the rafters. Schulte makes it a 6-point game.
Well, the Vikings.
7-point game, but it was a lot closer than that.
It was. The Vikings escaped the pressure at the end. They were able to maintain their composure and win the game. Congratulations, Vikings. They are going to state. Well, Doc, what did you think about that game?
Oh, it's a fantastic game. I was so happy that McCluer North was able to come back and make it a game. And that's really the kind of basketball we like to see in the postseason.
Absolutely. Blowouts are boring and nobody really wants to see it. Of course, as a player, you enjoy it. But as a fan of the game, you want to see the heat. Because you get to see the diamonds come to the surface. You get to see how kids perform. And you get to see the fun of the game. You know, the fun of the game comes from competition.
And let's not leave out coach's strategy. Because when you get to this level, a lot of times, man to man, your teams are even. It's the coach's strategy that also makes a difference. And I noticed you had a lot of good information to give. Strategies if the coaches could only have heard you.
Yeah. Well, you know, that comes from a lot of experience. I've had a lot of great coaches, and I'm really, really thankful about that. And so just playing the game and sitting up under great coaches and then watching a lot of basketball and observing how coaches maneuver. You know, it's like chess. You know, you've got to maneuver the pieces correctly if you're planning on winning. You got to pay attention to moves that are being made against you. And you got to make a counter move, you know, to deal with those adjustments. And so a lot of coaching at the end of the game is strategy of adjustments, counter moves that are being made against you. So sometimes we go to sleep on those because we get stuck in the groove of what it is that we're looking at. And that's where the assistant coaches come in at, because they've got to be able to stuff that the head coach is not looking at and whispering in coach's ear and say, hey, coach, they just put in 2 sophomore guards, and we need to put pressure on them and put the ball in their hands.
It's a complete team.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, a lot of times, not all the time in every organization are the assistant coaches given that type of power and input, but they need to, because that's why you have assistant coaches, 6, 8 eyes are better than 2. All righty, well, we're getting ready for the next game. The Lady Hawks versus the Lady Jays.
All right, so we're back. And right now it's time for our top players of the game. Misha, we're going to take a look here at the some of the final statistics. Leading all scorers for Francis Howell, kind of an unsung hero in this game tonight, scoring 22 points. Number 3, Patrick Schulte, 22 points. It seemed like Dalton was doing a lot of the shooting, and Thompson and Shark with all that great pounding underneath. But Patrick Schulte with 22 points is our Bommarito Prep Zone player of the game. And as far as McCluer North, Evans had 18 and Butler 15 on that side of the ball. And what are your thoughts on what are some of the highlights that you saw here in this game?
Well, I definitely agree with what you said. Schulte is definitely an unsung hero. And for sure that I would give it to Evans on the McCluer North, because he kept them in the game at the end. He kept his composure. He was knocking these shots down. And he was just playing great basketball. He was very aware. He had great court presence at the end, which allowed him to make some of the shots that he was making. And so, yeah, it was a great game by both of those gentlemen.
And Schulte on the Francis Howell side, kind of a sneaky, quiet 22 points. He was just solid. He just stayed in his zone. At the end of the game, he was ball handling a lot. Towards the end of the game, he had a very solid timeout when there was nowhere to inbound the ball. I thought that was a great heads-up play, so we'll give it to Schulte with 22 points. Our Bommarito Prep Zone Game of the Week, along with Fit for Life 2019 quarterfinals. And Francis Howell is going to Missouri State. They're going down to Springfield.
Absolutely. They should be excited. Well, they're going to have to get their rest and tweak their game plan and be ready to play 2 games back-to-back. It's going to be tough, but they got to be mentally prepared to play as well as physically prepared to play.
All right, Dr. Connie Hayes, thanks for joining us here. Any final thoughts on what these kids need to do to regroup for state?
Yeah, they just need to follow their game plan. Just make sure they're getting their proper rest and nutrition so they can be ready for the next.
For Dr. Connie Hayes and former Kansas Jayhawk Misha Moyle, I'm Todd Blacksock signing off from the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Fit for Life. So long.
know, that's funny because I thought their team was better last year than this year. They had, what, one returning senior? Yeah, I can't remember the little guy's name.
I think they had those two twin towers. I know the one kid is,
Yeah. Who else is just on fire to watch? Who is, you know, yeah.
How do you spell your name, Nisha?
spelled different than how it sounds. It's M-E-S-H-O.
M-E-S-H-O.
Where did your parents get that name? It's got to mean something. Ah, very nice.
What's up, young lady? How you doing?
Warming up. I like that. I'm telling you, I mean, the ref's got to be fit. I've seen some refs go down.
That ain't hard to do. Time. You not spell my name.
No, no. I'm going to run find out. Quick, run and I'm coming back.
Are you still the WBCBO? You changed the G League too, or whatever?
Yeah, I'm out. So I was out in 2016. So I'm not with them anymore. They changed over and they all got new ownership.
Yeah. So the Surge, they got out of the WBCBO.
That's the WBCL sold. They should be the women.
They folded so they folded?
Yeah, so what happened? The owner of WBCL sold. He wanted out. So he sold. Did you commentate for a match?
I did a MC.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's
I
right.
look for Evermere now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the home game started. I did that shit in the Surge.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So do you work for STL TV or you work for Bommarito? How did that work?
I work for STL TV, and Andre is my supervisor. And then he's got a side. He's talent over there. Like I 1099. Yeah. Side gig.
Oh, okay.
Used to be. We're just separating like. It's got technicalities. So he can get private sponsorship, private and
Well, how many
Probably.
Look how tiny it is.
Does this give you the tingles?
I hope it's a can I have somebody here, please? It probably is.
Does this give you the tingles?
Suck my skinny dick. It's a
ASMR. ASMR tingles.
He actually talked back and said, I love ASMR. Yeah, yeah. Do I have my stripes? I'm trying to my stripes.
other fans during the game. Respect those sitting around you at all times and enjoy today's contest. Now let's meet tonight's participants. Our visiting team today will be the Jefferson City Lady Jays. The home team tonight will be the Hazelwood Central Hawks. Now let's meet the starters. First for Jefferson City, number 1, Hannah Noltis. For Hazelwood Central, number 5, Naraya Simmons. For Jefferson City, number 14, Karen Daly. Hazelwood Central, number 10, Sydney Dukes. For Jefferson City, number 24, Brenna Harmon. For Hazelwood Central, number 30, Jaleesa Jordan. For Jefferson City, number 42, Micah Lithica. For Hazelwood Central, number 32, Jacqueline Kirk. For Jefferson City, number 44, Caitlin Anderson. And for Hazelwood Central, number 40, Deja Roberts. The Lady Jays are coached by Brad Conway, and the Hawks are coached by Chantel Pope.
You guys ready? Are you guys ready to start? Hello, everyone. Are we on?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lindenwood University, the Robert Highland Court, home of the Class 5 quarterfinals. Women's basketball, we've got Hazelwood Central and Jefferson City. We've got the starting lineups right now for the Jefferson City Lady Jays. Hannah Nilgis at guard, Kara Daly forward, Greta Harmon at forward, Micah Linthicum at forward, and Simone Anderson at guard. And for the Hazelwood Central Hawks, we've got Naraya Simmons, a sophomore starter. Number 10, Sydney Dukes, a junior guard. Jaleesa Jordan at center. Jacqueline Kirk at center. And Deja Roberts at guard. And we're underway. And the Lady Jays have got a 2-point lead. I'm Todd Blackstock. Joining me is former Kansas Jayhawk basketball player and owner of the Missouri Archangels, Misha Morrow, and Dr. Connie Hayes is in the house, and Jeff City comes up 3-0 in the early going.
Well, that was a great rebound put back, and she finished it with the free throw, so a great three-point play to start the game.
Officials for this matchup, Mike Buck from Jackson, Sarah Woods, STL, and John Diffley from St. Louis as well. And it's a rowdy crowd out here in Lindenwood. We got the Hazelwood Central Hawks that are always a tough team. And Jefferson City, they come in about an hour and 15 minutes out from St. Louis. And we know that they've got some fantastic program there.
Oh, that's a great inside pass. Great jump hook. Great jump hook by Jeff City, number 42, Micah.
And the Lady Hawks are in white. Jefferson City's in black with red trim and numbers.
That was a long ball by Simmons. She felt like she was open and she was ready to take that shot. She took it. Everybody should have been going to the boards, but they watched that one sail on.
Jefferson City comes in with a 27-1 record. And Hazelwood Central 21-7. Chantel Polk is the head coach of Hazelwood Central, and Brad Conway for the Lady Jays. Right now, Jeff City moving the ball around, going up, and Simone Anderson right there put the shot up, and she was fouled.
Well, Hazelwood Central's going to have to get some discipline about them. They cannot keep fouling. They're going to have to box out and rebound the ball so they quit fouling on the putback.
They've got 3 fouls in the first couple of minutes here, a minute and a half of this game.
Yeah, we're just a minute and 25 seconds in,
Right.
Todd. It's too many fouls.
So Simone Anderson at the stripe. Simone. For the Jays, and they go up 7-0, a 7-0 run, Misha, to start this game. So here come the Hawks. The Lady Hawks up.
That's a great penetration right there.
That was Sydney Dukes, the junior guard, and she puts Hazelwood Central on the board.
Well, that's good. They're going to have some good ball movement. They're taking. Oh, this girl's got some speed right here and some handles.
And the winner of this game goes to the state semifinals next weekend.
She's got great hustle. They got to keep playing. It's a
There's
three-ball.
a three-pointer right there. In and out.
Rims
Pinballs.
out. Third foul. Third
That was Hannah
offensive
Nilgis.
rebound. Hazelwood Central is going to be in trouble if they do not box out and rebound. Jeff City has height on them, but that does not negate the fact that you don't execute fundamental butt and gut pushback so that you can clear the defensive boards. If this keeps happening, Hazelwood Central is going to get blown out of the gym.
And this is Kara Daly. Kara Daly, just a sophomore forward from Jefferson City. She's got the long blonde hair and the ponytails, white tennis shoes, and she's a baller. Oh, this one's off the front of the rim. And back come the Hawks.
One ready
Sydney
to shoot.
Dukes with the ball. This one they comes off Jeff City. Here comes Simone.
But she passed up the open shot off the drive and kick to take a harder shot and shoot an air ball. You got to be ready to shoot the ball when it comes to you. That's a travel, but she got away with it. What a great shot, though. It was a great shot.
Micah Linthicum, the 6'3 senior forward. And the Jefferson City Lady Jays, 10. The Hawks, 2 with 5:26 to go in the first quarter.
Well, they needed to take that timeout, Todd. They needed that timeout desperately because she's got to make an adjustment down up underneath the boards if she's going to survive this game.
And Dr. Connie Hayes from Fit for Life is joining us. And, you know, Connie, we've covered men's quarterfinals games, and how do the bodies differentiate between the men and the women?
Well, you know, of course, the women are going to have wider hips, which is going to give them more problems at the knees and ankles. Pretty much that's it, and amount of musculature.
It's just a different body makeup. All right, the Hawks trying to get back into this thing. We still have 5:20 to go in the first. And it's 10-2 Jeff City. They just taken off in this game. And Hazelwood Central throws up a shot that does not fall. The shot was by Mariah Simmons, the sophomore. And back come the Hawks.
She's going to have to dribble, drive, and kick.
That one doesn't go. Offensive rebound and a whistle. And it looks like it might be on Jefferson City, Micah Linthicum.
But she had numbers. She had 3-on-1. All she had to do was draw the defense and kick the ball to the weak side. Her weak side teammate coming down on the left-hand side to shoot an easy layup.
And Hazelwood Central puts up a shot to the free throw line, no good. Mackenzie Jones at the stripe.
So it's not a very good shooting for him. She's shooting that ball and twisting her hand to the right or left. And that ball is going to keep flying to the right or left of the rim. We got a high post, low post situation. That was good defense, didn't allow the drop off from the high post. She's going to dribble drive all the way to the rack. Got to make that shot. They finally get a defensive board. They need to keep doing that if they're going to play in this game.
Fast-paced game as the Hawks move it around. Here's a long one. Up off the glass, and Sydney Dukes can't make it fall.
Well, she's got to follow that shot. The form looked good, but you got to go and follow your shot because you don't know if you're going to make it or not. If she'd followed, she could possibly gotten that rebound for a putback.
Simone Anderson, the senior guard, crosses the timeline. Bounce pass over to Daly. Daly picked up with a double team. Bounce pass over to Anderson. Anderson
That's
down underneath
easy
the Daly.
basket.
Daly off the glass.
That's
and in.
an easy, but it's too easy, Todd. It's too easy. That's a simple dish from the guard to the post, and she slides right and shoots that easy layup.
Back come the Hawks. Sydney Dukes dishes it off. The Hawks put up a shot.
They got an offensive rebound. They cannot rely on this jump shot because of what they're showing me. They're not a good jump shot shooting team. They're going to have to get the ball down for layups.
Jacayla Kirk.
All right, they get one.
Oh,
That's good. Cuts it to a 7-point lead.
Yeah, things seem to be settling down a little bit. Jeff City came out of the blocks smoking.
Yes, they did.
Hazelwood
Here's another
Central
layup.
didn't know what to hit him.
If Jeff City going to shoot layups all night long and Hazelwood Central's going to shoot jump shots, Hazelwood Central's going to lose this game.
You know, the layups are much higher percentages.
All day, every day.
There's some bumping underneath. They're letting them play a little bit here. And as far as Jeff City, Simmons can't make it fall.
Well, then her teammates are standing around watching her and not getting in the rebounding position. After she shoots the ball, you got to go to the boards to get in position so you can possibly get an offensive rebound. There's another easy layup by Jeff City.
16-5. Here comes Sydney Dukes. They move the ball around over to Kirk, Jacayla Kirk. Left-handed baseline. Oh, and she falls into Cara Daly. They call a jump. They call a jump ball. We've got.
Well, you're dribbling the ball in traffic. You're dribbling it right in front of the defensive player, and you're going to try to pull the shot up right in their face. You're just going to tie it up, and that's what she did.
Sarah Linthicum, the sophomore forward, is checked in for Jeff City. Oh, there's some bodies bending sideways. Here comes Anderson again. I'll tell you what, Simone Anderson.
Doc Hayes looks like number 10 for Central. Looks like her shoulder got pulled out of whack there on that. They may need you out there, Doc.
Yeah, Sydney Dukes she's kind of stretching it out right now. Is there a chiropractor in the house?
There is a chiropractor in the house. What you say, Doc?
Yeah,
Dr. Connie Hayes.
She probably strained that shoulder. She got caught out of position.
So Anderson misses the bonus, and back come the Hawks with 2:14 to go here in the first quarter. Jays 18, Hawks 5. And the Jays. Jeff City with a rebound. And here's a long bomb right there. Doesn't fall. Rebound. Jasmine Graham, the junior forward from Hazelwood Central. Deja Roberts with the ball. She moves it over to Jacayla Kirk. 5'11 center. And here's a long bomb there. Doesn't fall. Rebound Hazelwood Central.
Gotta make that layup.
Jalecia Scott misses the rebound. And there's a whistle on the play.
Well, they put some pressure on there, and they lose. Jeff City loses the ball out of bounds, so it's Hazelwood Central's ball underneath.
And for the Lady Jays, number 24, Brenda Hartman.
It's a foul on Jeff City pushing through that screen, so the Hawks are going to take the ball out of bounds.
Referee Sarah Woods on the call. Hazelwood Central, Deja Roberts, senior guard, inbounded. She's picked up by Simone Anderson. They get it into Simmons. Simmons an air ball. Offensive rebound, back to Simmons. She's going to tee it up again. She's going to tee it up, and Sarah Linthicum is daring her. Anderson picks up Roberts. Roberts drives, doesn't fall.
It wasn't a bad play. It was a nice dribble drive to the basket, but they got to rebound the basketball. It's a good hustle, got to tie up. Ball stays here. Jeff City's ball.
Yeah, a lot of great hustle out there on the court. A lot of balls rolling around, a lot of bodies rolling around the court. As you know that this quarterfinal game is so important because these girls want to go to state.
Yes, they do. They want to get to the big dance.
Simone Anderson with the ball, right-handed dribble. She's
nice
there's a
take.
pick.
Oh, my goodness.
Great touch off the glass. 20-5, Jeff City. And
Yeah.
Hazelwood Central doesn't know what hit them.
Well, Anderson came off a double screen at the top of the key, and she had an open lane, went all the way to the rack.
The Lady Hawks moving it around. They're forcing the issue there. They're calling it a body right there. It seemed like she definitely drew that foul. She just dribbled right in to Jeff City.
And she got away with it because she dribbled right into traffic. I mean, she had a screen set here by her offensive player here on the wing, and she chose to go away from it. So then she tried to create her own move and ran right into trouble. But she got, as we would say on the court, she got bailed out on that one.
She got the call. So
Yeah.
Jakayla Kirk at the free throw line, the junior center. She's got the long hair. And she misses both. Simone Anderson with a rebound. Anderson can get up there and get the rebound. She's a point guard, and she's lighting up on the scoreboard.
Well, so you got
Hannah
dribble drive
Nilgas.
kick.
Hannah puts one up, and she knocks
Bucket.
it down. 5 seconds to go. And a tremendous, right there, contact. As Deja Roberts dribbles right into Simone Anderson.
First personal team foul number 5.
Well, I tell you, Coach Polk is going to have to look at some type of zone defense because she is getting smashed on that man-to-man. They're unable to defend coming off the screen. They're unable to defend on the low block. And there's
Last
Hazelwood
second.
trying to live off that jump shot, and it's not working. I don't know if it worked before, but it is not working tonight.
At the end of one, it's the Jefferson City Lady Jays 22, Hazelwood Central Lady Hawks 5. It's the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Fit for Life. We got Dr. Connie Hayes in the house.
That ain't working. Gonna be a long night.
And this is actually the kind of game that I don't like to see, not just because of the score, because of the out of the lack of control by the Hawks. That's how you get hurt. All that on the floor, just out of control.
And with the team makeup that she has, trying to play them in man-to-man, she don't have the speed, she don't have the quickness, she doesn't have the agility. She need to put them girls in the zone and let them just shift.
Hey, welcome back to Lindenwood University Highland Arena, home of the 2019 Class 5A quarterfinal action. Coming into the second quarter, it's the Jefferson City Lady Jays 22, Hazelwood Central Hawks 5. We're just underway, and Misha Morrow, what do you see out of Jeff City that gave them such a big lead in the first quarter?
Well, they definitely are taking their time. They definitely are taking their time and getting a lot of layups. A lot of layups. They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds, and that is killing Hazelwood Central.
24-5.
And they haven't made an adjustment yet, Todd.
Hannah Nilgas, just a sophomore. And there's an air ball right there. And the Lady Jays, Sarah Linthicum, with a rebound. the sophomore, Hannah Nilgus, with the ball. She's also got the long blonde locks. It's over to Anderson, down underneath.
There's another offensive rebound and another foul.
And Kara Daly goes up. She can't make it fall. And there's a whistle. 6:53 to go in the second.
Well, Coach Parks is going to go through her team pretty quickly here if she keeps allowing them to get offensive boards and fouling on the putbacks. That's going to run out for her shortly. It's just her team cannot keep doing that.
Kara Daly hits the first. Substitution for Hazelwood Central. It's coming into the game, Jaleesa Jordan.
I don't know, Coach Parks got to look at some type
Deja
of zone, Ty, whether she's looking at a 2-3 zone or 3-2 zone or 1-3-1, some type of zone to be able to shut down that post play that Jeff City is putting on them right now. She doesn't have any numbers. That was smart to pull it out. Got to execute.
Deja Roberts with the ball. The rebound, they bring it up.
It was a great dribble drive, quick kick,
Here's
but her
one.
team wasn't ready for it. It's a good rebound, good fight.
Jaleesa Jordan. And Jeff City with the rebound. And once again, Sarah Linthicum. She's got a nose for the ball. And here's Simone Anderson. Simone stops and pops and drops. 27-5. Jeff City. Simone Anderson's on fire. Intercepted by Simone. Another turnover there, and I tell you what, Jeff City is lighting up the Highland Arena here in the beautiful campus at Lindenwood University.
Yeah, coach needs to make some adjustments. She's definitely got to make some adjustments to stop the bleeding, because right now they're bleeding bad. Okay, that's good defense. She cut.
Daly.
Weak side defense, got caught watching the ball, let a man slip behind her, so when she dribble drive, she was able to see her teammate and hit her for an easy layup.
Lady Hawks with the ball. Deja Roberts. She's picked up by Hilgus. Gets it down. Over to Dukes. Back up.
Hazelwood needs more ball movement. It's too much dribbling. They need to get into the offense, move the ball, move the players, and just keep swinging the ball until they find the easy opening.
Simmons averaging about 16 points a game. Here's Dukes.
It's a good take, but it's going to be a long night, and she's going to be wore out by the time third quarter comes. She's not going to have any gas in the tank for the fourth quarter. Tied, and that's the problem with that. When you got to work that hard to try to create shots and not allow ball movement to create offensive opening shots for you.
All right, that one falls right there for Dukes. It seems like, I don't know, at first impression, it seems like Jeff City's got a height advantage over Hazelwood Central.
Well, they do, but Hazelwood Central does have some height, but they're not playing it to their advantage. They are not fundamentally executing box out and rebound. If they would just do that, that would give them more opportunities to get more possessions, to get more points on the board.
5:15 to go in the half.
It's a screen, pick and roll. Okay, they communicated. Dribble drive, here's another easy layup, and one.
That one falls too. That's Sarah Linthicum. And Sarah's come off the bench, and as a sophomore, she's providing some quality minutes here for the Jeff City Lady Jays.
Well, that's because Coach Polk keeps trying to play them man-to-man, and this man-to-man defense has them down 31-7.
Offensive rebound, pouring salt in the wound. Back up to Simone Anderson. Anderson got down to Daly. Back up top to
She was
Linthicum.
wide open. Wide. There's a backdoor cut, but that was good defense by the Hawks.
Over to Daly. Now Hilgus has it. Between the legs. And she's fouled by Sydney Dukes, the junior guard. 31-7. Jefferson City.
At this pace, Ty, we'll have a running clock in the fourth quarter.
They had to put the mercy rule.
Yes, it will kick into effect. If Hazelwood Central doesn't make the adjustments, we're going to have a mercy rule in the fourth quarter.
There's Hilgus. Hannah Nilgus
And Sarah was able
called
to
her
get on the,
Hilgis.
Sarah was able to get on the inside of Jordan on that rebound. She's on her again. There she is. She got away with a foul.
So
She got-
Nilgis missed the second one. And there's a clean block underneath. And Jeff City just rips the ball away.
Oh,
Greta
nice
Harmon.
crossover. Nice dish.
Nilgis misses
Another
that
rebound.
one.
Todd, here's where high school athletes, basketball players get into trouble. They do not necessarily all the time learn the fundamentals of the game. You cannot turn around and run to the rim to rebound the ball. That is not proper execution. You're going to lose the rebounding battle all day long. Whoever owns the board owns the game. And it's just that simple.
What's remarkable to me is you've got two sophomores. Kara Daly is just dominating this game as a sophomore, and Hannah Nilgis is playing quite well as a sophomore. They're up 33-7 over the Hawks, and there's Kara Daly again, the sophomore, lighting it up.
Yeah.
And here's Daly again.
That's it.
Over to Nilgis, the sophomore to the sophomore, up. No good.
That's the first bad shot I've seen him take all night long. That's the first bad one.
27-point lead here in the second quarter. Well, this Jeff City team's for real.
And Hazelwood is undisciplined. They keep driving into the defense trying to take the shot. And they're not getting good shot selections. And then on top of that, they're going to the free throw line and they're not making their free throws. So the opportunities that they're creating is yielding no success for them.
Jeff City, they're just towering. I mean, Linthicum, 6'3".
The amazing thing as you look at the lineups here, Todd and Doc, most of these kids are sophomores and juniors. So they got some growing to do.
Deja Roberts hits one.
They'll be back for 2 more years.
So Misha, do you think offensively that the Hawks have been taught to play that way? I'm sorry, I had to ask.
I'm not sure what they've been taught. All I can see just on observation is that they're lacking some basic concepts of basketball. How about that? Yeah.
Fair enough.
3:21 to go here in the first half. The Jays 34, the Hawks 8. And there's a timeout on the court. And this is the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by Fit for Life. Dr. Connie Hayes sitting in with us. That way we have, like in the NFL when they have like a penalty and they get the guy, Mike Tirico, the officials. Well, we have the chiropractor with us, so when there's an injury, then we get the inside scoop on what's going on.
Here we go. Well, I have to say I'm impressed with Jeff City's basketball fundamentals.
Absolutely. Fundamentals is the bread and butter of every game. Period. It's the fundamentals that's going to win or lose the game for you. It's simply execution. If you execute it, you increase your chances of winning. If you don't, you increase your chances of losing.
Back underway, Lady Hawks with the ball. Across the timeline, Sydney Dukes. Dukes, right-handed dribble, back up top. Over to Roberts. Playing catch. Trying to come up with some formula. You can see the frustration with Hazelwood Central right now. They don't know what to do.
Here's a simple philosophy. Ball reversal inside. If there ain't there, kick it weak side, outside. Just simple, basic basketball philosophy. And they're making it too hard. It really doesn't have to be this hard, Todd. It doesn't, but they're not making very good choices in their ball movement decisions.
Deja Roberts hits the first. Deja hits them both. And the Hawks are now into double figures at the 3-minute mark of the second. 34-10, 24-point lead. Simone Anderson with the ball. She swings it over to Nilgis. Nilgis left-handed dribber. And there's a couple of picks going on. Simone Anderson. Simone brings it back up top, left-handed dribble. Simone picked up by Simmons. Bounce pass over to Nilgis, down underneath in the paint.
There's a defensive rebound. All right, coming down.
Sydney Dukes, things
We
are
don't
starting
have
to...
numbers.
Sydney Dukes brings it back up, ball's out of bounds.
She didn't have numbers and she didn't have a lane, so she should have dribbled that ball right back out, set it up, and run offense. Just move the ball around the horn. You will wear the defense out if you keep moving the ball back and forth, side to side. They're going to get tired. There's going to be a mental breakdown, and then there's your opportunity to score. You just got to take your time and execute basketball.
Here's Nilgis, throws one up.
Now we got numbers.
And we're at the 2-minute mark. Here comes the Hawks. Shot, rebound,
That
offensive
is the
board.
first good fundamental basketball play I've seen the Hawks do yet, Ty. She shot a runner, missed it. Her teammate got in position to rebound, an offensive putback. That's simple execution.
Jacayla Kirk with the offensive rebound and putback. Cuts it to 34-12. 1:35 to go in the first half.
Well, I tell you what, I'm seeing Jeff City, it's like 3 possessions in a row where they've come down and taken some bad shots. And the Hawks take advantage of this.
They're becoming undisciplined. If they don't watch it, they're going to let the Hawks back into this game.
Absolutely. There you go.
There you go.
2 buckets back. Right back with 3 bad shots by Jeff City. So either coach is going to tell his team to slow it down, he's going to call a timeout and regroup them.
Shalisa Jordan right there with 2. 1:10 to go here in the first half, and that's going to be over the back. I think it's going to be on Shalisa Jordan. So they're going to put Sarah Linthicum at the line for Jeff City. $20-point game. Substitutions coming up for the Lady Hawks. Linthicum, she puts that up. Bounces off, no good. Checking in, Jaleesa Scott and Danae Howard.
Well, you got 3 fouls on Jordan there for the Hawks, so if she's not careful, she's going to pick up a 4th foul before we go into the half. That's a good rebound by Jordan. Here come Dukes.
Sydney, they move it around. Here's Simmons. Simmons down underneath, off the glass, up, no good. Offensive rebound, she throws it up. There's a foul. And Jaleesa Jordan in under the paint, trying to make something happen, and she goes to the free throw line. Kara Daly, that's her 3rd personal, and she is one of the top players here in this game so far. I want to get her out of this game immediately.
Yeah. I don't know if I was Coach Spoke. I have a sub at the table
No,
for
she's
Jordan
already
after
out.
these free throws.
In number 24, Greta Harmon. And number 42, Micah Linthicum back in the game. Simone Anderson just stays in the game. Simone Anderson, she's just cool. You know, she's a cool cucumber. You know, she's just...
She's got game, Todd.
Man,
That's what she's got.
She's just got wherewithal.
She's got game. Good post move. Nothing she can do with that. Jordan cannot do anything with number 13, with Sarah.
Sarah Linthicum there, the sophomore. Let's sort this one out here.
Also number 1, Hannah Nilgis, 2nd personal.
So Hannah Nilgis, that's her foul. And Simmons at the
got to
line.
knock these down.
Well, you know, Nariah wanted that one.
Well, Coach Spoke got Jordan out of there. That was smart. And want to go into halftime with a 4th foul.
Nariah. And Nariah nails that one.
Well, Jeff City's going to play for the last shot. They're going to pull him out.
About 25 seconds.
Give and go.
There's Simone Anderson steals it. She
Anderson's
goes
got
up
some
off the
speed.
glass.
She has got some speed, and she can finish around the rim, Todd. This kid is good.
She's good. She should be playing in college next year.
That's a good rebound putback.
At the end of the first half, the score, the Jefferson City Lady Jays 38 and the Hazelwood Central Lady Hawks 18. We'll take a break and be back with halftime statistics on the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Fit for Life.
They did. They did. And not enough. Let's see what they do at halftime. They did. And the coach should have caught that and called timeout.
Right.
Because his team was coming up like
First quarter to the second quarter, different game, different team. perception of what it should look like, right? Because it is going to be, it's gonna be like the Bible. It's gonna be so simple that they can't get it.
But what happens though is when the evidence starts
Yes.
to present itself,
Yes,
all of a sudden seeing is believing.
right. And they're gonna be like, how did that team come from here to there?
Absolutely, which means then that your stop,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So I'm saying, I'm a ready buyer. Them jokers out there in Philly, they loaded, they live lifestyles that we ain't accustomed to, right? They leave the country when they go on vacation.
I know those type. Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be my new experience. Pray for you, girl. 'Cause I'm like, God, give me wisdom, 'cause I don't know how to work with these. I ain't working with these type of people.
Just don't act brand new.
Oh, you know,
Yeah. That's it.
I'm going in as species.
Yeah. Right.
So, but I'm saying though that you need to go ahead and start that now. Because that's the it's gonna grow. Because when the evidence, when the stuff starts hitting the fan, it's gonna take off. You need to have a foundation.
I hear you. I hear you.
Last time I was on the first time,
You-
I told you. And I
You
don't
told
think
me
you
not.
got you though.
Yes, you told me to look up that.
You
I can't.
contact me.
I looked it up. I didn't go with it. Hey, you can't. You said look it up. I researched everything. I looked at it. I didn't see it for me. You can't knock me for that.
I'm not. I'm not knocking you for that at all. I'm not. But when you can do something as simple as what you said, as I do mystify it, where you have somebody that schedules, answers your phone, gives you your 800 number, whatever, give you your own, give you all of that, and that takes you off from answering the phone. Just to another level of professionalism.
Okay.
Tell me that ain't for you. That's not for you.
It's not for me, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because I'm shifting out of my private practice and going more into mercy. So they, yeah.
You never told me that.
Well, I can't tell you everything. You just like, Doc, you didn't do that. Yeah, okay, I didn't. You're right, I didn't. Because you don't know everything I have going on, and then I'm always mindful of where is God pushing me, right? So right now,
See, even the cheerleaders got their taped up, some of them.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they are.
They definitely need chiropractic care. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
When do you guys want to roll?
Oh, and I'm ready. Okay.
Just checking in. Now we can hear everything you guys say. We can hear everything those guys yelling behind Joe Brown.
Where I want to be is a sports medicine.
No, it's okay. I'm just letting you know. It doesn't bother me, but those guys behind you they're kind of funny, actually.
Mercy has had chiropractors at Mercy for like 17 years. But not like
Oh, really? The ref said something to
I've
him,
been
huh?
there less than
I can tell. I can hear it through your mic.
I've been there less than a year.
They're making fun of
And
Hazelwood.
I've already made inroads in the sports medicine department. So I just had some
Well, it's a kind of a blowout.
with the sports medicine department about you need to bring me in on your sports medicine team. Now, Mercy
All right, so you're going to give me a cue, or we just pick it up?
in several high schools in the St. Louis area. So they may
Well, it's a minute and 40 left. We got a little bit, not a whole lot of.
I don't know.
All right, well, there's 30 to go. We'll start. All right, sounds good.
Yeah. So, but we as Mercy have a business model where we have a lot of trainers and city trainers in high school.
Well, the coach is talking to him now.
Because they don't have education.
Or a parent.
You tell me.
We're going at 30 seconds. Sportsmanship. 40 seconds. We're going in 10 seconds. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello and welcome back to Highland Arena on the campus of Lindenwood University. It's been all Jefferson City Jays, Lady Jays today, as it's 38-18 as we start the second half. Along with me, I'm Todd Blackstock. We've got Fit for Life guru Dr. Connie Hayes and Misha Morrow, the former Kansas Jayhawk and owner of the Missouri Archangels. And Misha, in the first half, Kara Daly 15 points, Simone Anderson 12 for Jeff City as they flew out the gates. One thing though, Kara Daly has 3 fouls, which could become a factor. It's a 20-point game right now for Hazelwood. You got Kirk with 7 points, Roberts with 3, and they're just trying to find a way to get back, to claw back into this game.
Well, that's a good steal by the Hawks. The Hawks has got to be aware that Daly is in foul trouble. That's a good dribble, drive, dish, and layup. Now, they can get back in the game if they keep doing stuff like that, Todd. But they got to be aware that Daly has those amount of fouls, and they've got to attack her to make her foul them so they can put her on the bench and take her out of the game, and they don't have to contend with her.
Julie, yeah.
As I'm still watching the game, the Jays came right back, and again, the first possession of the second half, they get the ball 1 foot away from the rim and shoot a layup. Just so happened that the big missed the shot. We come back again on second possession. We get a dribble drive baseline, and we're shooting another layup. If we had a shot chart, we can look and see that the Jays have shot 99% of their shots.
So
I would say
Jordan,
within 5 feet of the basket.
Jaleesa Jordan with that nice putback for the Hawks. Checking in for the Hawks right now is number 42, Delicia Scott. She goes in for number 32, Jakayla Kirk, who had 7 points leading the way for Hazelwood Central.
And now she has 3 fouls.
Simone Anderson at the free throw line. So if Simone Anderson can keep out of foul trouble, and Daly, she's going to be in and out of the lineup here with 3 fouls.
Nice.
If they can get them out of here, they got a chance.
That's a foul.
That was a push shot right there by Nariah Simmons. She just forced it, but I guess she's trying to draw a foul or get to the stripe.
She was. The defense closed out on her. She made a good decision right there. And so she ended up getting fouled. So that worked out to their advantage. That was a good closeout by the Jays.
All right, the Hawks moving around. Sydney Dukes picked up by Simone Anderson. On the left wing, back up top of the key. Picked up by Nilgas. Kicks it back out, and there's a whistle.
Hawks never got out of the paint there. Called 3-second call there on Scott for not getting out of the lane.
Nice call by Sarah Woods. And back comes Simone Anderson.
Well, that's probably the problem when you got a lot of dribbling and not a lot of ball movement and player movements. Players get caught watching the ball instead of playing the game.
That one falls, I believe that was
That's Sarah.
Sarah Linthicum,
That
yeah.
was Sarah.
Sarah's had a nice game coming off the bench.
Well, there's another layup. Another layup.
40-20, 20-point game early in the second half.
You see how long it's taken? That's a nice take. It's a travel. It is taking the Hawks too long to get the ball to the basket because they're dribbling too much. They need to move the ball, move their bodies, and let the lanes open up for them.
Simone Anderson dishes it off down the side.
Got a
to
baseline.
Greta
We're back
Harmon.
on the block.
Daly with the ball, kicks it back out to Harmon. Harmon drives, and looks like a foul on Hazelwood Central. I believe that's on Delicia Scott, the sophomore.
Robert. I think that's
Foul on
Robert.
42, Delicia Scott.
Scott.
Second personal, third personal, team foul number 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, Jefferson City comes into this game 27-1, so it's no surprise they're leading, but maybe being up by 20 in the third quarter is a little surprising.
And so are the Hawks. They're 27-1. So, but Jefferson City.
Well, they're just
City
the opposite.
is
They're 21-7.
21. I'm sorry, 21-7.
We'll check that.
But Jefferson City is simply executing fundamental basketball better than the Hawks, and that's the difference in this game, Todd.
Now, Misha used to own a professional basketball team here in St. Louis, the Missouri Archangels. I know you had a lot of fun with that.
I did. It was fun. It was a great time in my life.
But
I
after
appreciate
playing
it.
collegiate at Kansas, anything after that?
Well,
You had a little WNBA, did you make a little shot at it or a little run at it?
no, I'm going to work on 3-on-3 basketball. It's a great way to teach the game. Got a foul. We're going down on the baseline as Anderson was trying to dribble drive.
So you're into the 3-and-3,
Yeah, I'm
huh?
going to work on 3-on-3. It's a great way to teach the game and provide opportunities for our youth to be able to play the game. It's going to become an Olympic sport here in the Summer Games of 2020. And FIBA has professional 3-on-3, so it is becoming the world's largest urban sport. And so most people don't know that, but it's a lot of opportunities for people to go pro and play 3-on-3 across the countries, not just here in America.
It's like 5 slam-a-jamma there. 3-on-3 is fast-paced.
Absolutely, and it's some beautiful basketball because you got to play. Nowhere to run and hide.
Well, Lincecum misses that one. She comes back with her own rebound. They're calling a foul there. She was swinging her elbows around.
Yes, she was. She got away with that one.
They're going to call it on the Hawks on Mackenzie Jones. She said, Lincecum, just a sophomore, says, get out of my way. You know? Anderson up top. She's in control. Anderson's very much in control of things.
Absolutely.
Over to the sophomore Nilgis. Back down to Lincecum. Almost gets away from Simone. Simone goes up and she's rejected.
Wow, that was a great block by Jordan. We're coming down the other way. She found the hole, but got it blocked, got it back, threw it in, out of bounds. No, we're coming up. Yep, foul on Jordan. That's her fourth, Todd. That's
That
her
was a
fourth
nice
foul.
block by Nilgis.
It was a nice block.
And then that's her fourth foul. That's not good.
Yeah, Simmons was able to find the seam and get to the hole, but she just ran in across the diamond and she blocked that shot.
There's a timeout on the court. We'll keep it right here. The Bommarito Prep Zone High School Basketball Game of the Week. Quarterfinal Class 5 action. The Hazelwood Central Hawks and the Jefferson City Lady Jays. And Dr. Connie Hayes is here with us. And, we talk about the players and we talk about, the different injuries and things. But, there's also the cheerleaders. And, you see some of their ankles wrapped and things. And they've got to be in good shape, too. And they could probably use a chiropractor from time to time.
Oh, definitely. The cheerleaders get ankle injuries, and believe it or not, they also get a lot of back injuries because they're always lifting each other, and they have to have a strong core. So I've had a lot of experience with cheerleaders having back injuries.
All right, very good. Dr. Connie Hayes. We'll catch up with you more at halftime. Actually, we'll catch up with more towards the end of the third as we want to talk about how people can come see you and, get their bodies all straightened out.
All right.
So as a matter of fact, how about right now? Can you give us some information on where your office is and what part of town you like to cover?
Certainly. I can be reached for an appointment at 314-532-0957. It's Fit for Life Sports and Rehab. We're at 1015 Locust Suite 910.
All right in the heart of the action. 4:20 to go here in the third. Oh!
That's a great steal.
Yes.
Great steal by Simmons. And she drove and got the foul.
And Simone Anderson just hammered her.
Yes, she did. She wanted to make sure she couldn't get the ball up to the rim.
She's like, not on my watch.
It's a good foul. She didn't get the ball up to the rim. So it's a good foul. No and one possibilities. Only 2-point possibility.
But you don't need Simmons and Daly taking silly fouls, though, in this game.
No, you don't. You need to keep them. Because they're the heartbeat of the team.
Simone Anderson, that is. Simmons at the line for Hazelwood Central. And she drains them.
Well, that brings the lead down to 18, so they're chipping away at it.
I think it chip down and get this thing around
10 points.
around
They'd be
10
in the
points
game.
by the fourth. Yeah, absolutely. And one more time, Hazelwood Central steals it away. Another turnover by Jeff City. Here's Simmons again. She's starting to make something out of this game. She's taking this game over for the Hawks. Dukes.
Swing the ball.
Dukes
All
over
right.
Roberts. Misses.
That's
Offensive
a good
rebound.
All right, we got an offensive rebound. There
Oh! Can you say a 15-point game?
Absolutely. Great offensive rebound by Graham, and she kicked it out to Simmons, and she nailed that 3-ball.
Anderson feeds it underneath, and another
Double
turnover, 3 in a
going the other
row.
way. Here comes Duke. She's one-on-one against Anderson. She Euro steps her, reverse layup. It's a 13-point game, Todd.
Wow, what a turn of events.
Absolutely. Jeff City better get back to doing what they were doing, or you're going to need to call a timeout.
7 unanswered points, 3 turnovers back to back to back. And Hazelwood Central's got new life.
Well, Duke's made a foul that wasn't smart right there. She just needed to pressure the ball and wait for the opportunity. Eventually, a player will show you the ball, and that's when you go for it. You don't have to body him and take the ball from him.
Still a lot of time left. Anderson, was she fouled before that?
Yeah, before the
She was
shot.
fouled before the shot, so that doesn't count.
The problem is that the Hawks are in the Hawks have 17 fouls, so the Jays are in 1-1, and we got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. So every foul now that the Hawks commit, the Jays are going to go to the line.
And the Hawks, you see a lot of them with their hands on their hips. They're tired.
But they get a chance to rest here on this free throw. They don't need to gather themselves to keep putting the pressure on the ball if they're going to get back into this game, Todd.
Simone Anderson, number 44, puts this one up. This one bounces out. Hawks with a rebound. And a chance to cut into this lead more. It's a 14-point lead now by Jeff City, but the Hawks have shown life here in the third quarter.
Oh, that was a horrible turnover. Horrible turnover by Simmons.
Kara Daly comes back with it. She hands it off to Simone Anderson. Simone Anderson. Timeout, Hazelwood Central. They're going to.
No, that's not a timeout. That's a 10-second backcourt violation. The Jays
So
weren't
Simone
paying
got a little
attention.
casual there. Good call.
Wasn't paying attention. They got 10-second backcourt violation call.
Good pickup.
So Central has another opportunity to score here. They need to take advantage of it. They're going to cut this lead down.
Prime opportunity for Hazelwood Central. Can this one fall? No. Daly with the rebound, and she's fouled.
Just undisciplined.
You know, you almost wish they kind of would have worked it around a little bit. Got an easy 2. Cut it to 12. Then you're one basket away from single figures. As Hazelwood Central tries to inch back, but
If you're going to rely on a jump shot, you better rely on offensive rebounding. That's all I got to say. If you're going to rely on that long ball, you better run in there to rebound it.
Daly sinks the first. Daly, it rolls around and in. Daly averaging about 12 points a game. So now the Hawks with 2 minutes to go in the third.
See how they're just sitting on the ball? It's just
And the time is
taking
clicking.
too long.
She's just trying to be a one-man gang there.
Absolutely. When you don't rely on ball movement and player movement, you're going to rely on a one-man game, and that usually is going to cost you the game.
Now Nilga's dribbling around. They're kind of wasting time.
Absolutely, and that's smart on JC. They need to take their time. Jeff City, they need to take their time. What a wonderful cross.
Simone, she hits the ground right in front of our cameraman, Joe Brown. He's got a close-up on Simone laying there in pain.
Well, I think
And
she
great
hit her head.
sportsmanship.
I think she hit her head right there when she hit the ground, so she needed a minute. She might be concussed, Doc.
She's a trooper, though. She's a tough kid. She'll finish out this game, I'm sure.
It's Anderson at the stripe. Hits the first. What a gamer.
I don't know, Todd. I think this kid is my MVP choice at the end of the game.
I'm liking number 14 and number 44 so far. Hits them both. Back up to an 18-point lead, just like that.
It doesn't take long.
1:20 to go. Three-pointer, no good. Back comes Anderson. Oh,
Kickball.
that's going to go back to Jefferson City.
And for the Hawks, number 42, Delicia Scott.
So Nilgas for the inbound.
The Hawks have a lot of, I'm sorry, Todd.
No, Hannah's picked up by Simmons. Oh, here, and there goes Simone.
And one. And one. That kid came ready to play. She is a tough cookie. She is taking a pounding and she is finishing at the rim, what every coach loves.
And smooth. Just puts it up. Fundamentally sound.
And we're at a 21-point lead. You blinked your eye and the lead got cut down to 15, went right back up to 20-plus points.
1 minute to go in the third quarter.
Well, they're trying to rely on Simmons to pull this game out for them, and she cannot beat 5 players. I don't care when you get done with it, one player can't beat 5. Look at all the time that's being wasted. No ball movement, no player movement. We're sitting, everybody's sitting watching.
A lot of shots, a lot of long jump shots, or just set shots.
But no rebounding. Anderson called that ball. She called for that ball. It's like, bring it back out here. Hey, don't do that.
Over to Nilgas. Hannah back up top. Jeff City moving the ball around. Kara Daly.
Now, Jeff City is doing what they did to start the game, which gave them that lead to the beginning, and they're right back where they wanted to be. Ball movement and player movement, Todd. Just basic fundamental basketball, and they get another layup out of it.
Kara Daly. She's approaching 20 points on the game. We could have 2 players in Jeff City and 20 points or more. And that's it for the third quarter with a score, Jeff City 50, Hazelwood Central 27. We'll be back with fourth quarter action on the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by Fit for Life.
The Highland Arena will be cleared and tickets for the night event will be sold again at the end of this game. Highland Arena will be cleared and tickets will be sold for the 2 games tonight. Thank you.
And welcome back to Highland Arena, home of the Class 5 quarterfinals 2019 Bommarito Prep Zone Game of the Week.
Nice offensive
Todd
rebound and
Blackstock,
putback.
Misha Morrow, Dr. Connie Hayes in the house. 21-point lead.
Now Hazelwood Central is doing well. They were doing, oh, she traveled. Hazelwood Central in that possession made Jeff City play basketball out at the half court mark, and that worked out very well with them. They put the pressure that they needed to get that turnover. If they can keep doing that, they can chip away at this thing, but they're going to have to take wide shots, have ball movement, player movement. They got to be intentional and very forthright in how they're going to. There's another turnover.
Milgus with a save.
Anderson is going to pull it out. She's not going to take it. She's aware that they're up, and they need to waste some time off the clock.
They're going to start running clock and starting to get fouls. They'll be at the free throw line.
Absolutely. Well, every time the Jeff City goes to the line, they're shooting 2 free throws and a double bonus.
So an undisciplined early part of the game for the Hawks. Daly brings it over to Lincecum. Back to Anderson. Over to Harmon.
That was a great move by Simmons. She baited her into that. She lolled off the right side of her offensive player, and when the dribbler dribbled toward her, then she jumped her. That was a great defensive move by Simmons right there.
Coming in for the Lady Jays, number 42, Michael Linthicum.
Great turnover. She put pressure on her. Simmons is putting pressure. Now, whether or not they can capitalize offensively, that remains to be seen. I tell you, the Hawks' inside game with their post player just does not exist in this game. Jeff City is just not allowing them to get the ball in on the inside. And I don't know if the Hawks have traditionally done that in this season, but in this game, they're getting no point production for real out of their post players.
Anderson and Simmons. Shot doesn't fall. And it looks like it dribbled off Hazelwood Central. Bad break for the Hawks. Harmon on the inbound. Kicks it back to Anderson. He sets up the play. They're going to run some time off this clock. 6 minutes left in the fourth. There's a pick right there. Anderson stops, gets it back over to Daly. Back to Anderson. And it looks like they're going to call a foul on Simmons.
Simmons needs to be careful here. The Hawks need her in the game. There's 5 minutes and 43 seconds left.
Simmons, second personal.
That's only her second, which is good news for the Hawks. Anderson at the free throw line. Nails that one.
Anderson is a gamer. She's a gamer, Todd.
Oh, yeah. She's just so calm and collect and confident. Just shows no emotion whatsoever. You know? She's just cool.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, nothing phases her.
She just plays. She's ready. She knows where she is.
She knows what her abilities are.
Oh!
By Dukes. Nice three-pointer.
It makes it a 20-point game. Jeff City moving the ball around. Kara Daly. Back to Anderson. Picked up by Simmons. Hand check. Underneath in the paint. Shot doesn't fall with Micah Linthicum.
It's a great rebound by the Hawks. They need to score on this possession. Dukes is dribble driving. There's a three ball.
Oh!
All right, 6 points just like that.
Danae Howard, the senior guard. That's a 17-point game. The unfazed Anderson.
A double screen again. Nice crossover to the basket. She
goes
goes going to the free throw line.
Fouls on number 10, Sydney Dukes.
The Hazelwood Central fans are screaming.
And Sydney
Jump
Dukes
ball.
just fouled out of the game with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Just fouled out.
Number 44, Caitlin Anderson.
Well, she'll be back at it again next year. She's just a junior,
Yes,
so she
she
can
will.
learn.
The kid played hard. I would give her that. She's a tough competitor.
Now, Anderson has lived at the free throw line here in the second half. Anderson hits them both. Back up to a 19-point lead.
Short air ball. Simmons tired. She doesn't have any legs. That was real short.
The exhaustion starting to set in. And Dr. Hayes, what do you recommend when someone starts to lose their legs?
Well, what usually helps if you have some kind of a Gatorade or Powerade on the sideline. That sugar burst actually does help a little bit. But, you know, what really helps is that preseason conditioning.
And what about the electrolytes? Is it the electrolytes versus the sugar? Can you break down why Gatorade is so important?
Gatorade and Powerade is so important because it has the kind of the perfect scientific blend of the electrolytes, salt, water, and glucose.
Milgus with a basket for Jeff City.
Number 42, Alicia Scott.
And Scott with a
Nice
basket.
shot. Yeah, nice shot by Scott. Just a simple 15-footer free throw line jump shot. They need a whole lot of that more for the first 3 quarters. Hand check. Got to keep your hands off of them. Got to keep your hands. Cannot hand check.
Simmons, third personal.
Simmons, Anderson, I'm sorry, is a smart basketball player. She is extremely court savvy.
A rare miss.
Yes. Absolutely. But she's taking the banging tonight, that's for sure. She's taking a lot of body blows. So the fatigue is starting to affect her too.
Today Howard with a rebound, and back come the Hawks. Simmons top of the key, dribbling around. She
That was
goes
a
down the
screen.
baseline to Roberts. Roberts just bowls through Nilga.
Gotta make it. There you go. Way to go.
Fouls on 32, Jacayla Kirk, her fourth personal.
Yeah.
And Hannah
what-
Nilger, Hannah Nilgus
Shot from the Lady Jays, number 1.
at the free throw line.
Nilgis.
Nilgus.
Yeah, well, Kirk has one more, and then she's going to be out. But that was the problem in the beginning of the game, and when they were fouling on all those putbacks, offensive rebounds by the Jays.
Hannah hits that one with absolutely no rotation on the ball.
No, no follow through. It's a good screen, good drive, dribble drive, but wasn't ready to shoot the ball. The players aren't catching the ball in triple threat. They're catching the ball standing straight up. So once an offensive player penetrates and kicks it to them, they're not ready to take advantage of that and shoot the offensive shot. All right. Good free throw by Kirk.
One of the steady players, the steadiest ones tonight for the Hawks. She
Oh,
hits them
knocked
both.
down
Nice.
both, yeah.
And she's just a junior too, so she'll be coming back next year.
That's good.
And Central, they're going to look for big things out of her. Nil just over to Simone Anderson. Hannah then with the pick on Simmons. Back to Hannah, Nilgis. Back up top. Bread and butter. Bounce pass to Hannah.
Nice pass. Oh, my goodness, that was a nice pass.
Daly passes up the shot to run clock as we approach the 2-minute mark of the game. Simmons goes for the steal to no avail. Nilgis with the ball, hands it off to Simone. Simmons wants a foul. Didn't get it. Here comes Hannah.
Hannah to the rack.
Nilgis off the glass.
Hannah was waiting on that.
And off rebound, Nilgis. Excuse me, Daly. Nilgis with the ball, goes off Hazelwood Central.
Yeah, Hannah had to shoot that ball because she had to know defense was coming back to fill the lane.
Coming up for the Hawks, number 20, Radnisha Hawk.
So Nilgis and Daly have identical ponytails, but Daly is about 4 inches taller. Anderson looking for someone inbound. She got Kara Daly. Over to Nilgis. Hannah puts it on the floor. Picked up center court. And diving on the ball.
I
tell you.
That's got to be a foul. He's got to call that foul.
Basket. Hazelwood Central.
Yeah, he's got to call that foul because the player dived on top of Simmons' head. She didn't get dive towards the ball, and they let that go. But that's how players get hurt. You got to call that.
Rodnisha Brooks Griffin, the senior guard on that play. Good hustle. She's getting some minutes in this quarterfinal game. Anderson goes up, draws a foul. She'll go back to the stripe.
Yeah, referees take a really important role in keeping these kids safe.
Yeah, they do, and they got to nail the important ones because at the end of the game, emotion starts to flare up, and when players feel like you don't keep them safe, then they feel like they have to defend themselves, and that's how fights break out, and referees have to defend against that.
And we got wholesale changes now. Checking in for Jeff City, Brooke Bates, the junior. And also checking in Chloe Helming, the senior, 6'1" forward. 56 seconds left, and I guess we'll go out on a limb and say our fit for life player of the game is going to be, you call it.
Absolutely, Miss Anderson gets my vote, all of them.
Simone, I think Kara Daly had a heck of a game too. I thought Hannah Nilgis has been very solid. The sisters, the Linthicum sisters have been solid. Sarah coming off the bench. I thought she provided quality minutes for Jeff City. You know, as far as Hazelwood Central, Simmons, this is sophomore, kept the ball in her hands a lot. I think as she matures into a junior and senior, she'll move it around a little bit more and not try to play all 5 positions like you said earlier. But Kirk is playing a pretty solid game too. Jakayla Kirk is a junior. She'll be coming back. So the Hawks have a lot going on. As we're at 50 seconds left, they've got a bright future here in the next couple of years in basketball. Simmons picked up by Anderson.
It's good defense by Anderson. She cut her off as Simmons trying to dribble drive. Cuts the next dribbler off. Just fundamentally sound.
So it looks like Hazelwood Central, they got to put up a shot and no go.
Jump ball.
The shot there was by
Stays here.
Rodnisha Brooks Griffin.
We're going to get Anderson out of there. Yep, Anderson is done.
Standing ovation for there. There she is. The fit for life player of the game. Simone, and right there, right on her heels, Kara Daly. I mean, if you can have co-players, that's them right there. And there's a
Nice
bomb right
shot.
there. Well, boy, they should have put her in the game earlier.
Nice shot by Brooks Griffin.
Yeah.
Very nice three-point shot.
She's got a couple solid baskets here in the second half. 16 seconds left. 61-46, so it's just a 15-point game. And that falls. So now it's a 13-point game. It's a 13. No, it's a 12-point game with 8 seconds left. Too little, too late.
Too little, too late for sure. Logistically impossible.
Fouls on number 30, Sakira King, first personal team foul number 4.
You kind of wonder if they maybe would have shuffled the bench a little earlier in the game.
Maybe. I don't know. But this was in the history books.
61-49. Jeff City topples Hazelwood Central. And we'll see if our videographer Joe Brown can get us a close-up of the team at number 44, Simone Anderson.
And if you are wanting tickets for tonight's session, please buy tickets for re-entry. Gates will be opening at 5 o'clock. Again, gates reopening at 5 o'clock for tonight's session. If you are wanting tickets for that, you will need to buy tickets for the
You guys
CBC
aren't
session.
staying.
Thank you.
You guys aren't coming back.
Great shot right there. Heading to state. There it is right there. Jefferson City. Congratulations. And also congratulations to Hazelwood Central. They end the season with a 21-8 record. Jeff City is now 28-1, and they're heading to state to try to bring home a state title for the Lady Jays. Great camera work right there. They're trying to get the cheerleaders in there, and this is a great photo op. As these are memories for life, Misha and Dr. Hayes. I mean, when you go to state, this is a moment in time these women will never forget.
Absolutely. It becomes a part of your celebratory moments, you know, that those things that you remember. You know, I'm an older woman now, and I remember going to state, and those are great moments that you never forget.
Older woman? You can still ball.
A little.
He's a little older than the high school, though.
Just a little. Congratulations, Lady Jays, and to the Central Hawks for making it this far.
Once again, congratulations as the Jefferson City Lady Jays are heading to state. And the Fit for Life player of the game, Simone Anderson, number 44, just controlled this game. The former Kansas Jayhawk and Archangels owner, Misha Morrow, and Dr. Connie Hayes. I'm Todd Blackstock, wishing you all a farewell. Thanks for watching the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fit for Life, along with Dr. Connie Hayes. Thanks for watching, folks. So long. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Do you guys know the Jayhawks coach? Do you know her? She is the coach of the Jayhawks. Like, she looked pretty young. I didn't know if she was
Woo, I got
a
you.
newer player. But her, we need to talk about
is actually working pretty well.
Looking at that list talking about where's your name at?
I would be happy if we had like two better.
Joe.
I don't know if I'm plugging in. I thought that.
You want to explain to them why that servo's not working?
Yeah, that's the wrong lens on there. I think what it is we got two different types of lenses. We got mechanical and servo that's on
Are you
there.
sure you want me to do
That's
that?
the candidate.
Like, I was happy
they
with
don't
what I was doing.
Of course, one company ain't gonna make it universal. They ain't gonna make no money. So you gotta come to me and some Fujian on a certain Fujian lens. Canon got lens. We have different ones. Sure? That's why it's not working.
I told you
So
that
when you plug it in, you just go like zoom in and go crazy.
well, if I could see the camera, I'd love that.
You probably use that. You really want to use it like zoom in.
We were watching it, but I don't know if you saw it.
Oh yeah, no,
The
girl.
Right, she went right between my legs. I mean, she was. Bam! Well, you know, she was going for layup and they fouled her, right? It was like boom. I just stood up. And she went right there. Right there. I said, man, I couldn't ask for a better shot.
You roll that replay.
Yeah, I did.
At the house? Okay. away from when game started. I knew this game was over. Call the concession,
Yes.
you should have left